Well, yes, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Blackpool. We are here today for the British Crown Green Bowling Association, or Ladies Bowling Association Champion of Champions, and that's kindly sponsored by Country Garden Roses, or very important to mention them. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, as I say, back to Blackpool and to the Waterloo. I'm joined, of course, by Andy Cairns. Andy, great day yesterday, as we talked about. A wonderful event, packed full of people, beautiful weather. It's a little bit different today with the weather.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler today. The nice and fine, though, that's the main thing, but the wind is very, very cold indeed. Some of the ladies will be feeling this lack of heat. When the sun does come out, it's lovely, but it hasn't been out very often. Green's in good nick still, conducive to good bowling. We've certainly seen plenty of it so far.
Sure. I think again we're in for a really good day's bowls today. Just like yesterday, high quality field, plenty of past winners I think in the field as well, and we're going to see some really great bowls today, I think.
Yeah, we've still got Nicola Bolton in, who I think's won this on at least 2 occasions, if not 3. We've got Linda Williams, who's won the Waterloo 2 years on the trot. There's Debbie Whitworth, who used to be Debbie Farmer. She's a tremendous player, and I think she's got a good chance. And of course, we've still got last year's winner in Lindsey Gorman, who's in the second round, currently on the green, playing well.
Sure. Yeah, Lindsay was a very worthy champion last year, wasn't she? I remember it very well, and she spoke very well after the last game as well. And when she got the trophy, she was absolutely delighted. I know your fellow commentator was delighted, obviously being from that part of the world as well.
Yes, that's right. She was a fully deserved winner last year. She's played well this season. She's won a few things. She's lost in the final of the Waterloo, actually, against the lady she's playing now on the green. You can't really pick a winner out of it. I know the bookies' favourite is Linda Williams, but you could make a case for 5 or 6 ladies that are still left in.
Yeah, Nicola's won it in 2015 and 2016, so there's a chance to win it maybe 3 out of 4 years.
Absolutely, and she's played her first game. She's played really well. Like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if 5 or 6 of these ladies went on to win the event. You can't. I don't think you can pick a winner at this stage.
No, it's difficult, isn't it? As we said yesterday, so many top names go out early on because they're all playing very, very good players. There are no weak players in an event like this. Absolutely none.
No, they've all won something to get here. Some are bigger comps than others, but you know you've 20 plus merit winners plus a lot of open competition winners. They're all good players. Some know the green better than others. That's shown this morning. The ones that have been here a lot have played the green a lot better than those that have only come for the first time. But that's experience. It's playing on the green. You have marks, and it shows with who's left in. They've all. The ladies who have got a chance of winning, they've all done well on here in the past. Sure,
and of course we've also got the president of the association, Sylvia Bradbury's actually in action at the moment as we speak. She's on the green behind us.
That's right. She's struggling in this game though. I think she's 19-9 down, so I don't think she'll be in much longer. But yeah, it's great to see the president competing as well.
Fantastic. Well, as I say, we're obviously here all afternoon. We're going to be on air until the very last bowl is delivered. So stay with us for the action. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cut over to Steve Davis, who's going to give us a roundup of the scores so far. So keep a lookout for your favourites and enjoy the action. And we'll see you a little bit later on. Over to Steve.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Waterloo again. I'll just run through the scores that we have had so far today. In the first round, Angela Arrowsmith 15, Sharon Rigdon 21, Jodie Rutter 16, Liz Bennett 21, Donna Stancliffe 21, Wendy Smart 5, Jill Nelson 14, Helen Gilroy 21, Karen Galvin 12, Hannah MacDonald 21, Lindsey Gorman 21, Sophie Rigney 13, Leanne Burgess 21, Carol Verdon 9, Susie Lawson 17, Emma Thornton 21, Karen Rolls 9, Sylvia Bradbury 21, Sarah Nicholas 21, Tracy Mosley 12, Samantha Murray 21, Jackie Draper 15, Nicola Bolton 21, Elaine Moore 15, Linda Williams 21, Eliza Herbert 9, Janet Monk 21, Lorraine Hurst 17, Kelly Hill 21, Sophie Brown 16, and Debbie Whitworth 21, Anne Rutter 10. that completed the first round, and we've had some second round scores off. Sharon Rigdon, the winner of the Lancashire Merit, 21. Liz Bennett, winner of the North Lancashire File Merit, 12. Donna Stancliffe, the winner of last year's Ossett Flying Horse competition, 15. Helen Gilroy, winner of the Yorkshire Merit, 21. And Leanne Burgess, winner of the Staffordshire Merit, 11. Emma Thornton, 21. And we're just trying to capture another result. I think the ladies' president, Sylvia Bradbury, has got beat 21-9. And I think there might be another score off as well. Alas, I have missed that one as I was reading the list out. However, I shall endeavour. Andrew.
Well, Steve.
Welcome back. You've made the journey up. Mind the wasp in this.
Oh, gee, that's not a wasp. That's a hornet. That's massive. Jeepers.
The dangers we go through.
Absolutely. Yeah, that game, Lindsey Gorman's just won 21-20 against Hannah MacDonald in a repeat of the Ladies Waterloo final, but the result was the other way around this time. So
we do have a couple of last eight games to look forward to. So in the last 8, the winner of the Lancashire Merit, Sharon Rigdon, will play the winner of the Yorkshire Merit, Helen Gilroy. Battle of the Roses. And Lindsey Gorman, the winner of the Merseyside Merit, will play Emma Thornton, winner of the Cumbria Merit. Sarah Nicholas, the winner of the actual ladies, national ladies Merit, she will wait the winner of Samantha Murray and Nicola Bolton. Linda Williams and Janet Monk are playing, and they will play the winner of the game we're going to follow, which is Kelly Hill against Debbie Whitworth.
Yeah, Debbie Whitworth, used to be known as Debbie Farmer, of course. Good player, like watching Debbie a lot. She plays the game very positive way. Good reacher, good all-round player. And Kelly Hill plays pairs with Andy Spragg. Won quite a few things together. Two good players. Playing on a lovely green, the Waterloo today. You know, it's you couldn't ask for it to be in a better condition, really. Really good pace, nothing too silly, not too heavy, not too quick. Just nice bowling pace. And we've seen some really good games this morning. I've been here since about 10:30, and some of the bowling's been really top class. Helen Gilroy has been very, very impressive, as always. And the other performance that stood out for me this morning was Linda Williams against Eliza.
Yeah.
She was absolutely brilliant. Eliza, you know, not shabby when it comes to bowling. And
you would have thought that was a game that would have gone down to the last few ends, really. You know, there wouldn't have been much in it, but there was.
Well, Linda didn't give her a chance, to be fair. I don't think Eliza will be overly happy about how she played, but you can only play as well as your opponent lets you. She didn't have much of a chance, to be fair. So anyway, we seem to have got some pictures at last. Still playing with the Black Jacks, unfortunately, at this stage, but I'm assured we will be changing to the Yellow Jacks from the last 8 onwards. There's Linda Williams on the picture, just signalling one down in another game. She's dressed for the weather. Wish I'd have brought my hat, to be honest, Steve.
I am thinking of what I've got in the car.
There we see Debbie, number 31. She thinks she's too far. She's not so bad with this. Wish I sent him to far like that every end. Good ball, Debbie. And there's Kelly just getting down. Sent that ball. Trying to...
Can't get there, can it?
No, can't get. Haven't just got to grips with whose balls at the moment. I'm sure we'll sort that out. I think Debbie's is that short blue-eyed ball, so I think it's probably 2 looking at that picture. The measures have been out. They've been out a lot today, actually. Oof. very, very cold today. Although the sun's out, plenty of cloud, very, very breezy, especially down that far east stand edge. Well, I don't think that's just going to reach. No, short ball in. 2 to Debbie. 9-3. Kelly had a great first round game with Sophie Brown from Huddersfield. She went into an 11-0 lead before Sophie got hold of the jack, and the next score, Sophie Brown was 15-12 up, and then Kelly, I think, ran out 21-15. So game of runs, whoever had the jack. Debbie playing along this west stand edge, round peg. See those dark drainage channels? Seem to have just become a little bit more prominent this season. Good length, not a bad lead. I really know Debbie as a corner bowler, but great all-round player.
Well, no, in the first game they mentioned against Sophie, Kelly seemed quite happy, quite adept in the corners.
That's right. Yeah, she played the corners quite well. Sophie struggled, and Kelly struggled on the shorter marks, but knocked it in, yes. Debbie signals to Kelly that Kelly's holding shot. Just need a little bit of care, you don't want to touch anything. Put this down very gingerly. Oh, don't hit that. Oh, it's fallen away from the jack. Don't know. She just likes her own, yes. On to Kelly.
Didn't do any damage.
Oh, good job it wasn't any further. What's Kelly going to do? She's going to send the jack into the far distance. Thumb peg out towards the Waterloo pub. Not as busy in there as yesterday.
It was a busy day in there.
It was busy indeed, and there was also a music festival on at the same time as the Champion of Champions. That's a great lead by Kelly. Great lead. It was a bit of a strange juxtaposition. A clash of yes, opposites. Crown Green bowlers on one side.
A clash of lifestyles.
Lifestyles, yes. Crown Green bowlers on one side, punks on the other side, and I was somewhere in between.
As has been often been said about you.
That's right, yeah. Very, very busy.
Give you a score update. Samantha Murray, the winner of the South Staffs Merit, is 17-11 up with Nicola Bolton, winner of the Mid Cheshire Merit and multiple winner of this competition. Linda Williams is 7-5 up. Linda, winner of the Welsh Merit, is 7-5 up against Janet Monk, winner of the Isle of Man Merit. And, well, you know the score of this game, so...
Close, big effort this. Ooh, just grazed the jack. Gave Debbie a free shot. Did Kelly? Didn't make two. Yeah, I watched Samantha Murray's first round match. I thought she played very well indeed. She picked a fairly straight mark and then just wrapped it. Didn't give her opponent a lot of room.
In that game, Nicola Bolton's playing a mark. I'm fairly certain I'm not seeing anybody else ever play it. Towards the west stand and back to the road stand, and just...
It's a very, very short mark.
Short mark, just through the middle of the green. And it's... Samantha just hasn't seemed to be able to work out what to do. Kelly's bowl on the way. Not gone quite as far as I thought she would do, but she's nailed one.
Oh, absolutely nailed a lead. We'll keep the draft out, and like that door that's open over there. But it's like being in a fridge. Jeepers.
Ooh, unlucky from Debbie. Almost made a connection with it. Well, she's made another this time.
Yeah, another good ball.
Honestly, not in the worst place either. Only one direction the jack's going to go.
Maybe the other side of the jack would have been better, but at least it's 2. Really preventing Debbie from playing too far over. May save, may sit that ball. Yeah. Good saver. Gave it a chance. 6-9, she's just slowly clawing this back. Have you recovered from yesterday, Stephen?
I think it's fairly safe to say I slept well last night.
I can't remember whether I slept well or not, to be perfectly honest. I enjoyed the after competition party. It was all very good.
I know I put Match of the Day on. Laughed myself silly watching West Ham beat Man United 3-1 and then fell asleep and woke up about 3 hours later.
I thought you might have enjoyed that game. I didn't see any of it, to be honest. I feel a bit sorry for the Man United fans, but there you go. Another decent lead from Kelly, not too bad on the mark. I might be tuning in for Match of the Day 2 tonight to watch the mighty Clarets get 3 points at Cardiff. If they don't beat Cardiff, they might as well pack in, to be fair. Oh, Kelly, have you made another?
I'm not sure what road it's on.
I don't think it's so bad.
Oh, right.
I don't think it's so bad at all.
Ah, right.
They're going the other peg to what you would go, Stephen. They're going the hard peg. Well, Debbie, certainly there. Certainly there. Needs to stop. Needs to hit that jack. No, it goes out. Leaves 2. Now then, 8-9. Playing well.
Just to let you know that Samantha Murray is now all but 13 up against Nicola Bolton. And Linda Williams is 9. Oh, excuse me. Linda Williams is 8-6 up.
8-6. Yeah, they've really fired through these games this morning. I thought, didn't think we'd be down to this stage just yet, but it's been 1 or 2 fairly quick games. It always helps things speed along. And given the weather, actually, there's a reasonable crowd here. I know you won't be able to see it on your screens, unfortunately, because they're all sat in this west stand on the comfy seats.
I think there's been some kind of a... Might have done musical chairs this morning trying to find the warmest stand to sit in.
Yeah, I missed all that. It looks like the far stand over there, the east stand's been cordoned off. I must admit, I was sat over there for a short time yesterday and it didn't feel particularly sturdy underfoot.
I believe that's due to be part of the ongoing repairs.
That's right, yes.
I think they got some water damage during the season. The guttering, I think, was blocked, and a particularly heavy rain deluge caused a bit of flooding, and obviously with a wooden floor, you want to avoid that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think people realise how much it costs to keep the stadium in good condition.
Is it my eyes or is it raining?
I think it may be. Yes, it is.
Good grief.
Yes. Slightly unexpected. Debbie just shielding her eyes with the mats, and she doesn't want to get the glasses wet. Can see a cap.
Game just completed. Samantha Murray has beat Nicola Bolton 21-13. I'll sum that game up as Samantha reached and Nicola didn't.
It's a big win, I think. I thought Nicola had a massive chance. She was well fancied with the in the crowd. I know the bookie had took quite a few bets on Nicola, but don't really know Samantha. I think this is the first time I've seen her play for any length of time, and she looks quite good. Very short marks, puts them close. And back to the measure. Debbie Whitworth just won.
Sam's one of them has played on this green a fair bit through qualifying for various competitions. He does know a bit about the green. And has played, from what I've seen, well today.
Just waiting for Debbie to come back on the green. She's I don't know if she's getting a cap or something. No.
Just dried her glasses,
Just
I think.
Drying her glasses.
It always seems to be, of the Champion of Champions weekend, the better weather always seems to fall upon
the Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which of the bowling gods the women have upset, but they've certainly upset some of them.
Yeah, I must admit I can't remember a bad day for the men's Champ of Champs. It's usually glorious sunshine. I can remember a few wet ones for the, ladies.
I think before we started covering it with Globe Gig, I remember a couple of years where it was very similar to playing on a Bolton League. The first Globe Gig production was from the Owley Wood Club in Cheshire. When I'm not sure, were you involved?
I wasn't involved that first one, unfortunately.
Well, you had to shimmy up a ladder, do a bit of a cat burglar along the roof, along the flat roof, and then for some reason decided to base all the electrical equipment in a puddle. And then said, "Don't worry, we're expecting the odd shower." So there was this gazebo, which in a gale could have sent you somewhere into the middle of Chester. And then there was thunder and lightning.
Huh.
It was an eventful day.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. Feels like I was there. Well, good reply by Kelly. Debbie's played through, missed. Big chance to get level here.
The Audi Wood's got one of those nice roofs, not like that nice slippy waterproof surface that you don't really want to walk on when it's wet. Yeah, we're great.
Yeah, good too, Kelly. So level again, 10 apiece. I think now do I pronounce it? I can never remember. Clay Miners Welfare. Clay Miners Well. That's the best venue I think we've ever had. It's brilliant view.
What would be nice is a nice big flat roof.
Yes.
With a bit of a wall around it so we can't fall off.
That's right. And there was no ladder to climb up. Just walked out through the doors.
Yeah. You had 2 sets of stairs.
Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Well, Kelly, what happened with that one? I think she just had a bit of a moment with that. No road, no length. And Debbie's better, but it's not threatening to be a toucher at any time soon. So, Kelly, can you repair the damage from your first ball? Yes, looking a lot better. Different ball altogether. This, which one slipped? That's the question.
Radar being rebooted.
Debbie's got a problem here. She can't really afford to play a yard over. Ooh, she's not on the road here.
She's closer to the other one than it was to the one. Yeah.
I think at that pace, if she'd have hit Kelly's ball full, she would have give Kelly 2. But as it happens, nowhere near to do any damage. 11-10, Kelly. Very lucky lady, Kelly Hill. She's currently seeing Tom Boyd Jr., the well-known Doncaster bowler. And a lovely couple they make too. Very lucky lady, in my opinion. One of the nice guys in bowls is Tom. Decent start, not so bad. Just 18 inch, 2 foot off. And Debbie on a good road with this too. All about the length. Looks okay, can't be so bad. Yeah, good response. Good response. Now then. Now then. This is a big chance. Big chance.
Does it drift? It drifts onto the jack
nicely.
nicely.
Jack. What a good ball.
What a good ball that was. Debbie must be here. Oh, don't think she's waving at it.
Might knock her another. Might knock her another, you know. Close. I tell you, it's done well to get there. That looked way tight. Done really well.
In the other game, Linda Williams, winner of the Welsh Merit, is 15-6 up with Janet Monk, the winner of the Isle of Man Merit.
And she's playing very well, is Linda. Always does seem to play this green well, of course. You don't win the Waterloo 2 years running if you can't play the green. So Kelly leading out thumb peg.
This is a mark we saw played quite a bit yesterday by John Bailey.
That's right, and we know that they'll just keep straight or shut her back even at the finish, and that's exactly what that ball's done. Run straight for the last couple of yards. Can't get underneath, or it'll stay underneath. Just watch Debbie's ball. You see, you'd expect it just to come up a bit, but no, runs on.
I think these blackjacks they're currently using are slightly stronger than the yellow jacks that were getting used by the men yesterday.
I'm assuming these are the British ladies' own jacks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, not a good second. Really needed to pile of pressure on with that ball. Debbie's, well, she's flapped her arms in despair, really. Never sent it.
Just finishing short.
Just telling somebody in the crowd how what a bad ball it was. So Kelly's banging front now. 13-10.
21-13.
No need to change the tactics from Kelly. Things are working well. Finger peg mark just underneath the crown. Towards the shop corner, hit the Waterloo. She thinks she sent it too far, and I think she's judged it right. A couple of yards over. Not as far this from Debbie. Will it be far enough? It is now. It's 2.5 foot away from being an absolute reeler.
Didn't come out so well, that ball, to me. It almost bounced out of her hand. Needs to just stop any time. Yeah, just stuck in.
Debbie basically anything just past her own, really.
Yeah, not a lot required. Very nice delivery. Nice, easy send. Well, needs to sit that ball. Might make two if she does. Sits it full. she got it out? Don't think that ball. I don't think's in it. That short ball may be the nearest. Having a good look at these. Can't really tell at the minute. Calling for measures. Been in demand, the measurers today. Always seem to be at the furthest point away from where they're needed. Slowly making their way over. Yeah, just saying it's 1 against the 2. That short ball looks uncomfortable to me from here. But we'll see. Oh, that ball is in. Camera angles can be deceptive. Yeah, 2. She a good shot then. Good ball. Made 2 from being 1 down.
Wouldn't have predicted that for me.
Well, so 12-13. Debbie Whitworth, South Yorkshire bowler. Very competitive area of the country for ladies bowls. A lot of good players coming from the Sheffield, Doncaster, Rotherham area.
They've had a very successful county team for a number of years. Not too shabby this, just pecking a little bit more than the Jack did, but
just put it slightly further into the corner, a little bit harder mark, going right over the top of the crown rather than underneath it. Now then, how's this ball going to finish? See, it's trying to peg, it's pegging, probably gone there because it's short more than anything. It's a reasonable road. Might be able to film both of the ends on the green at this stage. It's they're very close to one another. Well, great road makes another. Just made one, beaten that. It's given this more to do. Might just run straight. Might not look at it now. Stuck under. Claire left 2, Debbie claims 2. Retakes the lead, 14-13. I killed that wasp, by the way. Not keen on. Give it a good big squash against the window with my mobile phone. So, not sure what that yellow stuff is. Won't be honey, will it?
no.
No. Still think it's a hornet. Anyway, the conditions we have to work under. So Debbie going back into the corner, going slightly deeper again. Change the peg, coming thumb peg. Good lead on a difficult mark. Very good ball indeed. Well, not too bad with this. Looks a decent road.
Needs to make a connection though.
Yeah, just too far. Wouldn't let it. The pace wouldn't let it peg.
May not stay on now. That. Being really quick this corner.
Yeah, road was right. Length was wrong. So, wherever this ball finishes, it's 2. It's in a good spot, although it's probably a good marker for Kelly, that. If she just grazes that ball, she's somewhere near the road. Now then, needs to run, gonna save.
Decent save of that.
Yeah, good saving ball, especially after the first. Took about 5 yards of running off. 15-13 in a topsy-turvy sort of a game. Debbie was 9-3 up when we joined this match. Kelly took the lead, and now Debbie clawed her way back, 15-13.
Urging this one on, she thinks she's short, and she's judged it well, she is.
Yeah. Maybe 4 feet or so. It's a better road. All about length now. If it's a length, it'll finish reasonable. Yeah, it's not bad at all. 15 inches or so at the side of the jack. Well, Debbie, have you reached? If you've reached, you've won it. If you're there, you've won it. Keep going. Oh, don't know. Think it's won it, but not sure. Hard to tell at this distance. Can't tell off the monitor. Now Kelly's reaching. Picks the jack up, maybe. No. Just over the bar. Yeah. It had won it. Just scrambled in. Another one to Debbie. 16-13. Seen a lot of games like this morning. One way then the other. No reason for Debbie to change. Some peg back towards our commentary position. Not quite full corners, but not far off. Come out very nice. Just needs to stop any time. Yeah, not so bad.
Kelly's not reached. Must reach the shop corner.
Yeah, I think a length just deserted her slightly. Lonely place when you can't just feel a length anymore. Debbie wants this to stop. I don't think it's anything over. Just have high standards. Nice to lie. Debbie's gonna take a sizable lead if she counts these, giving Kelly a right headache. Looks to back. I don't think it's going to come all that.
She's not happy with it.
Not reaching either.
2 more.
Another armpit job. 18-13. Well, game's just getting away from Kelly. A little bit windswept. Very difficult to play in the wind out there on the Waterloo. Always tricky. And Debbie sticking to the thumb peg.
There's no reason whatsoever to change tactic.
Absolutely not. She's just broken Kelly's length up. Kelly had a good length to the 3/4 corner. She's just gone that 5 or 6 yard further in, making a big difference.
In the other last 16 game, the last remaining game on the green, Linda Williams is 19-10 up with Janet Monk. Of course, the winner of those 2 games will play each other in the last 8.
Yeah, and looking at how they're playing, it's going to be a corner battle. They're both ploughing the corners, and Debbie's got Kelly bamboozled at the minute. Looking a long way back now for Kelly. And Debbie, though's just up to game that little bit. Wafting this ball on, urging it to go as far as it possibly can. Well, they're not so bad over the distance. It's going to take a good ball to beat those.
Well, she looks further to me already.
Definitely.
In fact, I think it needs something in the way.
Debbie's already signalled. Yeah, she's just stopping it before it lands in the Portaloos in the corner. So she's all but Debbie Whitworth. All but Kelly Hill 13. Been really a game of runs. Linda Williams has got the 2 she needed, has she? Looks like it. So Linda Williams has beat Janet Monk 21-10, and she's waiting for what looked like the winner's going to be Debbie Whitworth in the last 8 of the British Crown Green Ladies Bowling Association Champion of Champions, sponsored by Country Garden Roses. It's not a bad lead for game, is it, Steve?
You'd have it all day.
Rather have it than lick it, as they say. Big chance with this, though. Big chance. Oh, she's been unlucky. Didn't follow through. Knocked a jack behind Debbie's ball. Debbie just wants to know how far off she is. Thumbs up to somebody in the crowd. Well, it's not going to be an improvement, just the one. So Kelly, got to find a ball here, save this game. On its way, it's tight.
Can't win from there.
No, needs to square back, but it can't. So Debbie Whitworth gets the single she needs to beat Kelly Hill 21-13 and take her place in the last 8 of the Ladies Champion of Champions event, where she'll be playing former Waterloo champion Linda Williams. So I think we'll just go for a quick break and join us after that for the first of the last 8 action. And welcome back to a freezing cold Waterloo hotel in Blackpool. Quarterfinals have just got underway. You've not missed anything. The game we're going to be covering is Sarah Nicholas taking on Samantha Murray. Just been outside to try and warm up, actually.
Did it work?
Well, I got windburn.
Oh,
so
that was nice.
Yeah. So we've just seen the first. This is the first end of this game. Sarah in the very fetching bobble cap. So I'm quite partial to a bobble cap. Hat? What's a bobble hat? I think I've got confused between a hat and a cap, haven't I? A bobble hat. And Samantha just signalling one.
Could have been, if you got it the other way on, you could have had a cat on your head.
I'm not with it. Sorry about that, just putting in my coffee order, trying to warm up. So, well, I'll be honest with you, Stephen, I don't know a lot about either of these two ladies, but I know that you're the expert, so...
All on there, but we've got the game between the South Staffordshire Merit winner in Samantha Murray and the ladies national champion, really, Sarah Nicholas from Wales, who won that this year. Very proud winner.
I've seen Sarah a few times. Always strikes me as being a very consistent player. And as I say, Samantha, although she's obviously got a long way in a few things in the past, she's not really caught my eye at all, unfortunately. But from what I've seen of her today, she's a very impressive bowler. So this has the makings of a really close battle between these two ladies. Of course, Samantha will want to play a little bit better than this particular end. Cheap 2 for Sarah. Takes a very early 2-1 lead. Remind me where she won the ladies' merit this season, Steve. That one's passed me by, I think.
I'll get the results on screen.
Technology's fantastic.
Yeah, that's not bad. She did it beating Emily Koenig from Warwick and Worcester in the final. In the semi-final, and then she beat Claire Russell from North Langston Fylde in the final. So I don't think she's had. Well, in that type of competition, you don't get, easy games. But she beat Linda Williams in the last 8. Eliza Herbert in the previous round. Vicky Wilson, and in the first round she
Margaret
Cowburn from Great.
It's a name to conjure with.
Well, shall we say she's come through a difficult draw and done it well.
And where was this played at?
It was played in the height of summer, and we've got a photograph up on.
Oh, jeepers! Look at that.
It looked like they played on some kind of.
It's concrete. That's a very impressive green.
I'm sure the Ladies Association would like me to mention that event was sponsored by Country Garden Roses and also the Cheshire Partnership. I said the Chester Partnership. So congratulations to Sarah for that, and she's carried that form through to today.
I think I know where this was played. Wasn't it not over your neck of the woods? On with the Wirral somewhere. Could be wrong. I've slept since then. I must do more research, Steve.
It's a long weekend.
I'll be honest with you. At this stage, I'm doing well to remember my own name. Yeah, it seems a long time ago when all the greens were like concrete, and it was taking 2.5 hours for a game of bowls.
Well, if you remember, we were a bit concerned. The first event we covered this year being the men's senior individual merit held at the Grange Sport in Warrington. In the height of a glorious. I thought, being Warrington, it rained.
Oh, I was cold out there too. I did have my shorts on. I mean, how silly of me, going dressed in middle of summer in shorts. Yeah. Yes, every other green in the country was like playing on a tabletop, and then
I remember turning up after a bit. I did a couple of site visits and planning visits to that venue, and shall we say, even walking round the side of the green for about 5 or 10 minutes, you were absolutely melting. I was thinking, this is going to last forever today. Then I step on the green. Obviously, they were concerned that they didn't want it to burn prior to the day, so they're making sure it was sufficiently watered. And I thought, well, there's a bit of give in the green.
Bit of give.
And then on the day itself, we was like, well, it's been a lovely. Forecast is good. We'll do it from outside, and we opened the programme in a rain shower.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that. Whose idea was that to commentate from outside for that?
Certainly wasn't my idea, I know that. Anyway, back to today. Yeah, good ball by Sarah. It was a bit tricky to get through the debris, but she just won on the inside. So that's 3 across. Tight game.
Finger peg mark going towards the road stand edge.
Yeah, she played thumb peg last time. Slightly further towards the left-hand corner as we're looking at it. Decent lead. Just pegs around about 15, 16 inches over the course of travel. Most of it at the end. Runs fairly straight and then hooks at the finish. Just short, I think that's just fallen out. Sarah just wants to know for definite who's in. Referee's over there, signals clearly that she's holding shot. No real danger on the road. Needs to run now. Further it runs, the more it pegs. Good ball. Yeah, matches her first. Line 2. Just has to beat her own ball, really. Have you reached?
Peg and tight. It might go. Is it promoting her own?
Well, that does the job, you know. More than one way to skin a cat. Gave it a chance. Wasn't really on the road, but don't always have to be. Samantha Murray won. 4-3. Thank you. My good lady wife has just delivered the coffee. She's a good one, you know. I take back everything I said about her yesterday. So Samantha changing things slightly, looking towards the other corner. Not had any joy in the shop corner, so trying elsewhere. And some peg. Downhill. Good ball, good lead. They're the sort of lead you want. What can Sarah do? What's the reply? Looks short. Needs to run and it can't. It's a good yard short.
It's now come back to me that the Sarah Nicholas won the ladies' merit on Helsby Community Sports Club.
That's near you, isn't it? That's on the Wirral, isn't it?
No, well, they wouldn't be particularly pleased if to say that's on the
Cheshire,
Wirral.
Though, isn't it?
It's Runcorn.
Runcorn, that's it. That's right.
Between Runcorn and Chester.
Well, it's that way on. 2 good balls from Samantha there. No reply from Sarah. Good 2. Helsby. I think I've been there. Nice. I know you wouldn't like to walk it, but it's not so far from your area. Posh bit of Cheshire and all that. You're all a bit confused, aren't you, from that way on?
We're all a bit confused.
You're all a bit confused.
It's just the man who's considering putting a cat on his head.
It wasn't a cap, it was a hap. Oof, it looks cold over there. Sun's out. Trees look like they're going to get blown over at any point. Oh, there's still some raffle prizes to be claimed, Steve.
What was it you won? An LED?
An LED nightlight, plug-in nightlight. New for 2018, apparently.
Alright.
I'm not exactly sure why I'd need a nightlight, but oh well.
Oh, is it one of those that is off until you walk in? Like it's got a sensor on it. As soon as you walk past it, it flashes on.
It might do. It might do.
That in case you can't find the light switch on the wall.
That's right. Yeah, something
okay.
like that. Or it comes on it when it's night. I don't know. It's all. You used to have a light in the toilet, you know, that lit up in the dark, so you didn't have to put the light on, so you could find your way.
Okay.
That didn't last long. Yeah, 2 for Sarah. Good bowls. So if anyone wants a nightlight, a plug-in nightlight, if you're willing to pay postage for it, if you just get in touch, Andy Cairns, care of the internet, I'll happily forward that on to you. It's quite funny to look on my wife's face. She took about a dozen raffle tickets over to check, and she came back with a bottle of Carver and a plug-in LED nightlight. She says, guess which one we've won. Her face was a picture. Yeah, well. Do you want to give out some scores, Steve, if you're not doing anything apart from Googling stuff?
Well, first game, Sharon Rigdon 7, Helen Gilroy 6, Lindsey Gorman 6, Emma Thornton 6. You know the score in this game is 6-5 to Samantha Murray, and in the last game Linda Williams leads 5-2 against Debbie Whitworth.
Yeah, nothing in any of the games really, all very tight at this early stage. Sarah's playing a mark across the middle of the green towards the sea. Good second ball there, really piles the pressure on. Samantha's got to find one. Looking a better road, she was very narrow with the first. This is a better road, she's not arriving, I don't think. Might save, yeah, scrambled in for second. One to Sarah Nicholas. Levels the game at 6 apiece. I really do like that hat, you know. I might have to see if she'll...
Have you not got one similar?
I've got one, not that colour. I've got like a green one.
Oh yes.
And actually, it's too hot. It's too warm.
Ah right.
It's got a lining in and everything. It's
all right for playing in the winter on.
Absolutely on the Griffin. Yeah, fine for there, but. Playing thumb peg. Back to the east stand. Might just go, well, 16-inch past the jack. Slightly wide. Sarah's
playing towards actually her other half, Tom Lowndes. He had a particularly good run in the Waterloo a few years ago, if you remember.
I do remember indeed. There you are. Mine of information, you, Steve. It's about time you chipped in with something, to be fair.
Stay quiet on that one.
This is, well, she's just overcorrected, but she's line 2. Equidistant. I think if she beats one, she'll beat them both. So, Samantha, what are we saying?
Looks all right from here. Oh, it's pegging into
the
short ball.
It's going to peg into it. Oh, has it toppled? May have won it on the narrow.
I think Sid saves a winner with a miss.
Can't just tell from this distance.
It's beat the back one.
Yeah, she picked that one up. So, oh dear. Just waiting for Samantha to walk over and confirm the situation. Just have a quick look at it. And from this side, yeah, it just concedes the end.
It did look like it hadn't quite done enough.
Yeah, it tried its hardest. It fell over against the peg and everything, which is a good trick if you can get your balls to do it. Sort of goes against the laws of physics in some ways, but so no need to change. Sticking to this mark across the middle of the green. About 35 yards. Nice easy delivery. Nice send. Well, needs to start stopping. Of course, hitting the jack might help. Just missed it. What, foot past the jack, something like that. Not so bad. Well, slightly tighter line.
Johnny going to go further away now. Yeah. Length's decent though. She'll be happy with them.
Well, something to work with. Important ball. Looks like 2 all day long. I think she's beat her first here. Good ball, that. That's really put the lid on things. Needs to find a real ball.
This needs to peg. It's trying to, you know.
Yeah, well, it needs to run now.
Oh, she then.
She's short.
Oh, my word.
Short.
Cardinal sin.
Absolutely. Bad ball, really. Should have been attacking those. You can't win short. Perfect road, but you don't get anything for style. Not at this game.
I was going to say Sarah was actually a little bit unlucky because the ball of hers that just touched the jack, it fell over and exposed the jack. So there was actually a shot for Samantha to play, but not when you're short.
No, you definitely can't win short, that's true.
Ladies national champion going for the double. Stayed on the same mark, thumb peg back towards the road.
Good lead. Nothing wrong with that. Hard balls to beat.
Good effort from Sam. Looks like it's won it to me. Certainly it's doing its best to lean in. If it falls over, it's definitely on. Surely I can't stay at that angle, that bowl.
You wouldn't think so. Well,
just to back.
Yeah, right sort of ball. Definitely on that yellow ball.
It looks to me that
definitely on.
Sam's using, I think, a set of balls that's very slightly keener than Sarah's.
Well, nearly gets another this. First of any, isn't it? Good ball. Good ball. She needed those. Sarah was just beginning to pull away. That double brings it right back. Almost level, 8-9. Do you remember when we used to get sheets telling us about the player? A bit of info and what they'd won and...
Yeah, we forgot to collect them yesterday.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
And today? Have they not been given out today?
To be honest, I didn't ask this.
No. Okay. I've not seen any. That was the... Normally they get waved in my face the minute I walk through the gate, but no, I've not seen any.
To be honest, I was that scared when I went over there in case I had to buy a raffle ticket because I didn't want an LED nightlight.
Oh, they're not slow at coming forward when it comes to selling raffle tickets. I thought they were going to drag me by my ankles and shake me down and take over the change that fell out at one point.
Whatever turns you're on.
Oh, it wouldn't have done, believe me.
Change of length from Sam and cut Sarah out. Obviously, it's one of those very awkward jacks that if you're too far past the jack, you're in danger of running off the green. It's all downhill after the jack, and caught Sarah out, and Sam lies two similar bowls, 4 foot away. What's Sarah doing with this? Can't fault it so far. Good ball.
Jeepers, Steve, are you feeling alright? You've managed to tip one. Not like you.
I waited till it was all 2 foot away from stopping.
Yeah. I did notice that.
Just do a score update while we're here. Best put my glasses on or this could get embarrassing. Sharon Rigdon 14-6 up with Helen Gilroy. Got Lindsey Gorman, reigning champion, 11-7 up with Emma Thornton. You know the score in this game. And in the other game, Linda Wilson is 6-5 up with Debbie Whitworth.
Linda Wilson?
Sorry, Linda Williams.
New player.
Linda Williams.
Coming as a reserve. I think you need some stronger glasses.
If not, I'm probably not wrong.
Ooh. Good attack there by Sarah.
Just played a finger peg mark up towards the pub, so no, you've got to get it there, but not quite as much as what she's put in her first bowl.
Yeah, that's still a yard short, still room.
It's not short again.
It's all right. I don't think it can go out. It's not the best of bowls. Should be beatable. All this ball has to do is pass her own, maybe even hit it.
Best length of all played.
Yeah. I've noticed they don't like kicking balls in. They like to wait for their opponent to
inspect.
It's something that doesn't really happen that much in the men's game, unless it's a measure or something like that. They tend to kick opponents' balls in if they're in and get on with it. But I like the fact that they play to the rules. No ambiguity there. So,
nasty little jacks. Said they daren't be underneath. And Sarah's definitely not underneath. Slightly better length than Sam's, but she's very much on the high side. This bowler, Sam's, needs to drift back to the jack. Well, closest by some distance, but plenty of room. Now, can Sarah put a yard in? Certainly past the first.
Doesn't want to go past the jack. Oh, that's a good ball. Very good ball. As you say, it was a nasty little jack. There was nothing for passing it. You can see that it's all downhill after the jack, quite severe slope as well. We saw yesterday, anything near the edges really goes off rapidly along this sea edge.
The sea edge?
Sea, well, it's the seas that way, isn't it?
So we're quite close to the end of the season now. I was talking to the bowls manager Mark Orden before. They've only got really the two pairs competitions next weekend, the British Crown Green Centenary mixed pairs and the Waterloo mixed pairs next weekend, and that's just about it. Although they are looking at trying to run some competitions over the winter, because the green's in excellent condition, doesn't need a lot of remedial work done to it this winter.
Yeah, I think it's important. You know, the only time they get money through the gate is when there's bowling on. So if they can use the green during the winter, and they feel it won't be a detriment to the quality of it next season, then fair play to them. And I know that winter bowling is becoming very, very popular again. I think winters are a little bit milder than they used to be.
Well, no, they tried to run a one-day pairs here last winter. Unfortunately, the bowling got decided that they picked the wrong time, and I think it was rained off. I think the green was mostly flooded. Well, certainly they're going to make, I think, similar attempts again this coming winter. Good second bowl there from Sam. Counts, makes it 11-10. It is indeed 11-10.
Yeah. I know my winter season starts in a few weeks' time at the Griffin at Huddersfield. Always, if anyone's ever over that way on a Sunday morning, pop in. You'll be interested in what goes on. We play the old panel rules over there, block and block, 2 throws of the jack, etc. Very interesting game. Plenty of winter venues, and of course we've got the end of the month, 27th of October. We've got the Mel Evans trophy,
the Ryder Cup of Bowls.
The Ryder Cup of Bowls. It's I'm fortunate enough to be the captain of the Northern team. We did the draws yesterday for who's playing who. Those will be going on social media tonight when I get home, and there's some very interesting draws indeed.
This event held at the Owley Wood.
That's right, Owley Wood.
Sportsman's dinner in the night, isn't it?
Indeed. Tickets are available. Contact myself, Lynn Pritchett, Dave Waters, anyone really who's involved, and we'll try and get you fitted in somewhere. It's going to be a great day's bowling.
Isn't it also a bit of a fundraiser for motor research and motor neurons?
Yes, it's Mel's Charity Foundation, all in the aid of motor neuron disease research. So hopefully we'll get a bumper crowd. An awful lot of good players playing, including 16 of the ladies, top lady bowlers.
Some of whom are on display today.
Indeed they are. Yes, Linda Williams will be playing in it. Lindsey Gorman. Should be a good day.
So they'll be more than welcome if you pop down to Owley Wood on the day. You'll be more than welcome. You'll be fed, watered, and be able to see some top class bowling action. I also hope to call in and see how things are going on, but I literally have just returned from holiday on that day.
Yeah.
So I shall be kind of wondering, where's the warm weather gone?
Yeah, where is it? Cyprus again, is it?
It's Portugal.
Oh, Portugal. I thought you went to Cyprus. That's another holiday.
That's in March.
Tell you.
I'm working on that one.
I have a weekend in Blackpool. You have 5 weeks in Cyprus. No wonder the NHS is struggling.
Don't get us onto politics again. Now, if you fancy a bowls holiday in Cyprus, please contact Cess Hope. I think there's a tournament over there in November, and there's 80 bowlers going over. I think there's actually over 90 in total, but 80 of whom are taking part. And then there's a 2-week holiday followed by another, 3 weeks. You'll be over there for 3 weeks in February and March. I can just tell you, it's a lovely hotel, and Cyprus is a lovely island, especially when you're escaping the end of the UK winter.
You're not winning any friends, you know.
Not particularly fussed, mate. I'm going to Cyprus. Yeah, it's a lovely. I think what we've seen. I say you mentioned the winter bowling, but also people entering competitions abroad. I think there's. If you wanted to enter them all, you could actually be abroad for 8 or 9 weeks over the winter. And there's one in the next couple of weeks. I think there's 2 in October, 1 in November, and then you've got the 3 weeks in February and March. And I'm sure there's something in January as well.
Yeah. My only advice is make sure it's ABTA protected.
Yes. Well, you've got to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Always make sure you can't beat a bit of insurance.
Yes, you don't want to be stuck abroad. Well, sometimes you do, but anyway, let's get back to the ball. I've had enough of listening to you about your holidays. I don't know. Where's my name? Where was the phone call, Andy? You know, I need a bit of help in Cyprus. No, I see. Sarah Nicholas, 14-10 up, back on a cabbage patch across the middle of the green. Finger peg. I always find it a very hard mark, this. It's very easy to struggle lengthwise. You know there's going to be a downhill finish to it, but it's uphill till about the last third of the green, I would say. Very easy to be overplayed or short. Absolutely nailed the lead there. Needs a connection and got it. Good ball. Needed the hit.
It was a really good lead from Sailors, but it finished bad. He just made a target for Sam to attack.
Yeah. A bad good un, I think. Is that what they call it? I don't know. I'd still rather have one at side at Jack than not at all. But. So Sarah's just got to put it back, really. Let Samantha worry about it.
Needs to run for me.
Yeah, needs to run. You're right, Steve. Well
finishing
spotted.
Now. Finishing well now.
Good ball. Good ball. Finished better than her first, really. Not as close as the first, but in a far better position.
Slightly surprised Sam not using a bit more weight at it, but hell of an effort. I think I might have been a yard over on that.
Yeah.
There's only one down.
Yeah. Good ball. 15-10. Just making that break now. Decisive break.
Clear water, as they say in the boat race. Got clear water.
Oh, I bet you go and do that as well, don't you? Bet you're down there for that. Coxless.
I'm available for weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs.
Yeah. You go to the opening of an envelope, you wouldn't you? I don't know. Thumb peg. Looks a decent sort of road. All it needs is a length. Length required. Not so bad. Not so bad at all.
Didn't do a lot of pegging in the last few yards, that bolt.
No, I think there is a slight difference in bias. Not a massive one. And she found it last time they came this way on this mark, and she's found another as Samantha. That's a good response. Just same sort of pace, tiny upper ball. Make sure you're there. Need to hold that line, you're tighter. Too tight, Sarah. Now then. Can you replicate that last ball, Samantha? You need to, really. Get back in this game, get two, make a lead. Yes. Good ball, Samantha.
Staffordshire voices in the crowd, shouting their support.
12-15. Good end. Next end for her. Bring her right back in the game. Getting to that stage. Coming back on a mark she tried earlier in the game. Struggled.
Straight towards us.
Should be able to see whether these balls are off the road.
Thumb peg mark.
She's giving it slightly more than the jack, but needs to run more than anything. The road would have been okay if she'd have run, but she's 4 or 5 feet short. Better ball. Length. Yeah, it doesn't go a long way at the finish. It was always inside, but
let's give this a bit more to do.
Yeah, she's hoping it'll get past her own and
doing its better. I don't think
run. Can't reach.
May have done it, you know, on that land.
This is what she did last time. 2 short balls.
Can Sarah play the same again? Needs to run as well, this ball. Can it finish? Can it just sneak a second?
Not for me.
Give up for me.
Yeah, not for me.
Signals 1.
It's looking very interesting in the Ryder Cup, Steve. 11.5, 9.5. And I was just saying, all these quarterfinals
are also becoming very interesting.
Yeah.
Sharon Rigdon, winner of the Lancs Merit, is now 16-13 up with Helen Gilroy, winner of the Yorkshire Merit. Lindsey Gorman, defending champion, is now 16-14 up against Emma Thornton, winner of the Cumbria Merit. And Linda Williams and Debbie Whitworth, 10 across. Can't split them. And of course this game we're watching, 16-12 to Sarah Nicholas, the Ladies Association National Champion, the winner of the BCGLBA Senior Merit. Sarah slightly tight with the lead, and also, well, a couple of foot short, and Sam couldn't step in.
This is a better road. Nothing up with this. Length required for a good one. Yeah, not too shabby at all, that bowl. Keeps the draft out. Oh, this is a different road. Giving that plenty to do. Plenty to do.
Will it do? Trying it, you know.
Trying. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. That has done marvellous. Might even fall in.
If it falls, it wins. It may be on already, actually, but if it's...
She set that ball nearly a yard further to the right than Sarah. Sarah's ball pegged about a foot. Samantha's pegged about a yard. Incredible. Right, Samantha, have a look. Tosses the mat in.
She walked too quickly for that.
She did.
She should have gone to her bag, got a drink, gone the toilet, had a chat with somebody in the shop, and come back 10 minutes later when her bowls fell in.
We don't condone tactics like that. The tactics from the Mike Holden school of bowling. We don't want things like that happening. This is a purer form of the game. Far more sporting. Nice to see. 17-12.
You're not going to see that kind of behaviour down at the Griffin.
Absolutely not.
As you're not telling the opponent the peg you're sending.
Well, you don't have to. It's not in the rules.
Sarah's lead. She's gone a little bit further with the jack, and she's just played a yard short. All downhill, pass her bowl. And Sam's just struggling, just pulling up short.
Just gone in like one of those drainage channels.
This needs to run her second bowl. Can it finish? It can't, but I would suggest there's at least 2 bowls in the land for Sam to negotiate round. She's still looking at it. She looks about a length. She beats one. Does she get round that bowl of Sarah's? Oh, into the back of it. Unlucky. Winner with a miss. It's a reeling with a miss. One more for Sarah. Six clear now, 18-12.
Overture.
And on the other semi-finals, Helen Gilroy has now taken the lead against Sharon Rigdon, 17-16. Linda Williams and Debbie Whitworth are now 11 across.
Yeah, all the games are really tight apart from this one.
Well, I suspect in the game the score we've not mentioned, there's a measure about to take place where I think, it's difficult to tell from our angle, but I think Emma Thornton is looking for a point to go level with Lindsey Gorman at 16 across. Anyway, back to the game. Sarah's lead. Bit enthusiastic to that one. Actually a little bit shorter with the jack than what she has been sending in that direction. She's gone, what, a yard, 4 feet past. And Sam stepped in, 2.5 foot short. It's a thumb peg mark to the middle of the green, just underneath the crown. That's quick across that middle of the green. The sun's out, so it'll be a bit warmer than where we are, Andrew.
Indeed, she's just struggled finding the road and the length here. It should be an easy 2 for Samantha. She needs them at this stage. Yeah, stops any time it gets another. Now then.
14-18, and in the other semi-final we've got 17 across, we've got 16 across, we've got 11 across. Sam's tactic of playing towards the shop has been, well, forgotten about. She's now gone thumb peg towards the corners of the north and west stand. It's not the worst lead, it's just it'll finish badly for her now. It's got a peg, it's downhill past that jack, especially on the tight side of thumb peg. So it's almost turned right angles at the death, that bowl. And Sarah's played one, you know.
Yeah, good bowl. Very good bowl.
And Sam's had to give her ball a bit more land, and she's just overcorrected. I think Sarah will be a little bit disappointed if she doesn't get a second here. And it's labour in this bowl. Don't think she sent it far enough. Bless you, Andrew.
Thank you.
She's just short. Once again, she has a gorgeous road.
Well, takes her within 2 points of game. And meanwhile, in the first quarter-final game,
Sharon Rigdon,
yeah,
19-17 up.
And she's Helen Gilroy, well fancied, sprayed 2 at the last end, a cheap 2 for Sharon, and Sharon's made a good lead, and it's looking a bit problematic. So Sarah Nicholas and Gresford Colliery, I think.
Yes.
Within 2 chalks of a place in the semi-final, where she'll play either Linda Williams or Debbie Whitworth. Meanwhile, Sharon Rigdon lays game with a toucher and 1 4-inch at the side, and Helen Gilroy's trying to cut the count down, not going to do it.
First semi-final lifters now. Winner of the Lancashire Merit, Sharon Rigdon. 21-17. Well, the Lancashire qualifier. 21-17. Lindsey Gorman and Emma Thornton now 18 across. And Debbie Whitworth has just got a nose in front, 13-12 against Linda Williams. And we've got Sarah Nicholas. Currently lying game, and I'm not sure Sam's improved. Oh, I think she might have shunted her bowl to be a saver.
That's knocked it second, I think. Measures called for. We'll find out in a second. Measuring Samantha's ball first, that's usually a good indicator. Yeah, just the 1. So, Sarah, 20. 1 chalk away from a place in the semi-final. Going across the green, finger peg.
Straight to the middle of the green. Nothing for underneath. Must, if anything, be slightly tight to the jack. And if you had a yard more in it, it might have been an absolute reel on that ball. But there's room for Sam to get round that ball. If she's there. If she's there. Oh, she won't be happy with that.
Yeah, there was room. Big opportunity.
And Sarah's gives this ball more land and more pace and is...
well, bags of room. If you want to save game, this is the sort of opportunity you want.
Yard more required on her first ball.
Needs to run a little bit, just a little bit. Goes in, good ball.
Just get there.
Yeah, it's as good as a toucher at this stage. Save game, 15-20, still alive, still fighting.
3 twos and you're off.
Exactly. Well said, that man in the crowd. 3 twos and you're off. That's the sort of positivity she needs in her head now. You've got to believe you can win, even 5 behind.
On the other quarter-finals, Emma Thornton will lead out 2019 up against reigning champion Lindsey Gorman. And Linda Williams is 15-13 up against Debbie Whitworth.
So, maybe, I think Sharon Rigdon beating Helen Gilroy was a little bit of an upset. Maybe there's another one on the cards. Lindsey Gorman, very well fancied. A lot of money for her to retain her title. Emma Thornton on the verge of putting the reigning champion out of the competition. Meanwhile, that ball of Sarah's has just gone out.
Gone too far yet.
Ooh. This looks better. This looks better, you know. This is a real good ball. Now then, that's where you need them. Could be a good ball even to save. Meanwhile, it's on its way. It's got to go tight. It's got to leave 2. Can't save. Another 2. 17-20.
Who wins?
Now then.
You'd still say Sarah was favourite, but...
all tightening up. Meanwhile, Lindsey Gorman has a ball for game. Bad lead from Emma. Lindsey stepped in with a decent ball. Emma couldn't beat it. She's now got a yard of room to get another for game.
Sam will be thinking, just play 2 good ends. 2 good ends for game.
And Lindsey Gorman's left it short. 20 apiece in that game. Meanwhile, Samantha Murray going finger peg into the far corner.
Did we agree that is known as the Portaloo corner?
The Portaloo corner, as christened by me. You'll be able to buy t-shirts bearing that logo at some point.
I don't want to disappoint you, but I think I first mentioned that on Tuesday.
No, well, that doesn't count because
right,
nobody watched that.
Oh, right, okay.
So, bad lead.
DVDs are available on request.
Nobody watches DVDs anymore, Steve. Keep with the technology. Bad lead, not a good reply. Well,
it's a lonely jack.
It is indeed. Oh.
Well, she's cut the land, but that may not be a bad idea because certainly it's going to go tight, but it's going to be the first bowl, the one that Sarah has to beat.
I don't think she meant to play a mark as hard as this. Oh, that's tight as well.
There's less bias in her bowl. I think it all requires the length.
She's certainly reaching. Certainly reaching. Can't go out, surely. Can't go out. Too much room, I think. Bad end to the game. Far too much room for Sarah. Samantha just waiting for her opponent to come up and shake her hand.
Game over.
21-17. Sarah Nicholas moves into the semi-final. Meanwhile, Lindsey Gorman lies game against Emma Thornton. Good ball. Emma's reached up, trying to run the jack, and she's missed it. Lindsey Gorman wins 21-20 against Emma Thornton. So the first semi-final is Sharon Rigdon versus the reigning champion Lindsey Gorman. And we have Sarah Nicholas waiting for the winner of Debbie Whitworth and Linda Williams. We can just go to a quick break just to set up for that game, and we'll come back and catch the end of that. And welcome back. Told you we'd turn it round quick, didn't we? Anyway, the game we join is the only one left on the green, and it's Linda Williams leading out. 17-14 lead over Debbie Whitworth. Playing into the pub corner. Former double Waterloo champion, taking on Debbie Whitworth. Almost a second home for Linda.
It's a champion of Wales against a champion of South Yorkshire, and the way the history and the ability of the players that they have in those two areas, that takes some doing to win them.
Well, Linda, good ball, very good ball. She was 2 yards over with the first ball, rectified it. That's why they give you 2. And Debbie needs to be playing up at this ball. Jack or ball would be nice.
Any kind of connection she'll be happy with, especially. Oh, is he just going to peg?
Just tight. Only just. Hard lines.
Linda goes 4 in front, 18-14.
Yeah, it's been nip and tuck all game, really. It's only the last 10 minutes or so that Linda's been able to pull away.
I think it's a level game, to I think it's about 12s.
Sticking with the corners. Finger peg. Good ball this, you know. Not a lot wrong with that. 2 foot at the side, but very difficult jack to get to. Now then, Debbie. Now then, what are we saying? Looks a better length. Yeah, good response, good ball. Needed that. Still clinging on. Can't shake her off. Well, she's reaching. Is it just round the corner? Just going to peg, is it? Yes. Hard lines, right sort of ball. Give it a chance. So, Debbie, can you get another? That's the question. Looks missed that ball. Oh, she didn't want to hit that. She could have put it in, you know. Instead, it's gone past, run out. 1 to Debbie, 15-18. Not so bad. Only 3 in it. 3 ends from home. having a quick chat, saying how unlucky she was with that second ball. And Debbie needs to try something else. Maybe come out of the corners. Just try and bamboozle Linda, but can you lose a Waterloo champion on the Waterloo?
Well, I got beat this year.
I get lost many, many times. Oh dear. You should have seen my attempt last year. I entered it because it was 20 years since I won it. I thought I'll just give it another go. Oh dear me. It was the most appalling display of bowling you've ever seen.
Stranger thing is, it was actually all that years ago that you were proudly raising the trophy above your head.
Yeah. It's only a lifetime ago. In fact, after I played this chap, he shook my hand and he said, "Are you the Andy Cairns that won this?" Thanks for that. Yeah. Cheers, pal.
Have you entered this before?
Yeah. Dearie me. Well, should be a simple two very woeful balls from Debbie, really. I'm not sure what went on there. It's looking a bit grey out there, Steve. I know it's not showing on the telly, on the pictures.
Storm clouds are gathering.
There are. It's lovely and bright there, but there's some very ominous skies coming from the north and west, I think.
So, it's funny that you mentioned that. I did get asked at a competition I was at this year, why don't you just stick to the commentating? I went, all right, nice one. Cheers, mate. Yeah.
I get asked that nearly every time I play. Just stick to the commentating. Ooh, there you go. That's what is looming overhead at the moment. I hope that doesn't drop its load.
I don't know who the women have offended, but they never seem to get good weather for this.
It's a different season to yesterday. Yesterday wasn't too bad.
I remember one year they roped off part of the green, so they only played on 2/3 of it.
Still couldn't reach, I bet.
No, well, no, it was an absolute lake.
I've played on here when it's been roped off, actually. Many years ago.
I was there that day.
And we weren't allowed to cob them.
Yes.
Which made life very difficult indeed.
I was there. You have the ability to do that. I was thinking, I've driven from Liverpool for this.
I didn't win. I know that because I wasn't allowed to lift them. Couldn't reach further than 15 yards. I've never known a green as heavy. Still. So, Debbie, clinging on to this game. Just the one. Really needed to get two. Missed opportunity. 16-20. Needs 10 minutes good bowling. Debbie needs to nail a few leads. That's what she hasn't been doing this game. She's trying to get on the mark. She played so well against Kelly Hill. Has she took the jack off?
You'll do well to stop there.
Tell you what, bye-bye. Off it goes. And there's Samantha Murray back on the green to send the jack back. So, Debbie, was that your last throw of the jack? I think the way things are going, it could be. Need to find a lead. Road's good. Road's right. Needs to finish. That's all that's ailing it. Needs to run an inch. Well, it's not too shabby, you know. I've seen worse leads on the mark. Linda Bowls with the Welsh stickers on the side with the red dragon. Needs to stop a length. Just fallen out. That's what ailed it. Important for Debbie, she needs to get another. Needs to pile the pressure on. She's going to get out of this situation and she's after this ball. She's too far. Arms are out. A bit of adrenaline. She liked that when she sent it. Had a little trot. First trot I've seen today. Linda's asking. Yeah, referee's pointing. Debbie tells Linda, well, you can't be short, Linda. You can't be short, Linda. Needs to run. If it runs, it wins. Has it done enough? It's falling. It's going to fall out, is it? Measures called. Well, Steve, I don't know what you think. May have won it.
I'm sure that bowler Linda's is still, if it's not still moving, then about to move. It may not be on now, but if it actually finishes and settles on its side, I don't see any chance of being on.
Oh, we'll soon see. Yeah, Slack Band won it. Linda Williams, double Waterloo champion, goes into the semi-final 21-16 against Debbie Whitworth. Linda will be taking on Sarah Nicholas in that semi-final. We'll just go to a quick break while they're preparing for the semi-finals. Please join us shortly. Thank you.
And welcome back. We are here at the Waterloo Bowling Green in what was sunny Blackpool, and I'll just run through the scores for the quarter-finals. Sharon Rigdon 21, Helen Gilroy 17, Lindsey Gorman 21, Emma Thornton 20, Sarah Nicholas 21, Samantha Murray 17, and Linda Williams 21, Debbie Whitworth 16. And that gives us a semi-final lineup of Sharon Rigdon from Lancashire against Lindsey Gorman from Merseyside, and Sarah Nicholas against Linda Williams, and they are both from the Principality of Wales. And the game we are going to be following is the first semi-final between Sharon Rigdon and Lindsey Gorman. And I'll just give a brief rundown. Sharon Rigdon plays for Penwortham Sports and Bank St Stephen's. She's using a set of Taylor Express £2.6. It's actually her first time in this event, and she's playing Lindsey Gorman. He plays for the New Brighton Quarry Vikings on the Wirral, the dark side of Merseyside. She's using a set of Dredge Pride £2.10 high densities, and of course Lindsey is the reigning champion after being successful in this event that we brought to you last year.
Well, Steve, that's the most sense I've heard you talk for quite some time. It's a good job it was all written down for you.
Written down by somebody else.
I think it might just have passed us by, that weather, you know. Look, oh no, it is raining. Oh, my other half won't be happy when I've just sent her for a coffee. Oh dear.
Not going to go well, is it?
No.
Oh, she's here.
Is she?
Yeah.
Has she got one of them looks on her faces?
Careful how I answer that question. I'll stay on a good side.
Well, I think you do the right thing there. Obviously, for those interested, just to let you know, Europe have managed to win the Ryder Cup. I must admit, I fancied the Americans all the way, but then what do I know about golf? Absolutely nothing at all. So I'm glad I didn't have my savings on it like I was going to do. So yes, for those of you watching this and missing out on the Ryder Cup, thank you. But just to let you know that the Europe have managed to win on French soil against the Yanks. Spank the Yanks.
Thank you, Karen. Just
Yeah.
delivered a brew. Very kind of you.
Thanks for the chocolate bar. Yeah, I didn't get one. So, 2 players here who know this green very, very well indeed. The reigning champion, Lindsey Gorman. Going to attempt to win this for the 2nd year running. What a feat that will be. Taking on Sharon Rigdon. First time in this event, but obviously plays in the other events on this green, Waterloo mixed pairs, etc. So won't be a stranger to it. Had a great win over Helen Gilroy. She's going to have to play just as well if she's going to repeat that performance. But unfortunately she's not started well at all. 2 doubles for Lindsey. It makes it a long way back sometimes. 4-0. Sharon tosses the mat in. And Lindsey wipes the jack and prepares to set the mark for the 3rd end of the game.
I say Lindsey's trying to win back-to-back Champion of Champions, and that was done previously only 2 years ago by Nicola Bolton, who won in 2015 and 2016, and previously to that it had not been done since the late 1990s when Katrina Cayley, now known as Katrina Earle, won in 1998 and 1999.
Ah.
Hello to Katrina, hope she's sobered up wherever she is. She was out on the town last night in Blackpool.
Was she? Oh, I didn't spot her. Obviously going different places to me these days. Being a man of a certain age, I was tucked up in bed by 10:30 watching Match of the Day. And if anyone tells you I was into Mark Kelly's until 1 o'clock in the morning, they would be telling lies. So another 2, line another 2 is Lindsey. Not good uns really, but Sharon's just struggled for a length. She's overreached, and this isn't short. It may go out now. Just gonna graze that ball. Might have saved one. May have saved one. We won't really know until she takes that ball out of Lindsey's. Just have to wait for. Yeah. Now have a look. Can't see from that angle. You can see, yes, just claims the one. You can see they're using a rag to wipe the ball. It's obviously gone a little bit moist due to that small rain shower we had whilst you was on the break. So Lindsey 5-0 up, 3 ends, thumb peg, 3/4-ish corners, maybe not even that far. Decent road, may pick the jack up now. Yes, good ball indeed. That's not bad at all. Just tight. Better length though. Sharon's not really found a length yet. A little bit problematic. She can't find the length. Lindsey's not bothering though. She's just getting another, getting on with the game. This is reached.
Outside as well, isn't she?
This is reached to back as well. Not going to look at it, you know. Another 2. 7-0. Not a good start for Sharon. Not a good start at all.
So the 2 greens Sharon's a member on, Penwortham Sports and Bank St Stephen's, they're not a bit like this green. Penwortham, as you will know, is a reasonably small green, quite quick. A ridge down one side, the balls will try and fall off. And Bank St Stephen's is, well, if you're going it for the first time, it's a bit of a nightmare of a pitch. It's all hollows and banks. You can banks on banks and all that kind of stuff. Ridges go all over the place.
My sort of green. There's plenty of trolleys. I like a nice trolley.
They used to run a comp on there, to be fair.
Yes, I think I remember it. I've never played in it, but I do remember seeing it in the old Arthur Land Diary back in the day.
I entered once.
Used to be the Zetland seems to be a green from that area that I remember going to.
Yeah. It's in good condition apparently this year, the Zetland.
Well, first good ball of the day for Sharon. Sorry, of the day, that's a bit harsh, of the game. Lindsay had just moved the jack a little bit, and this won't win it. Now then, Sharon, chance of 2. Get hold of the jack. Just try something a little bit different, get back in the game. Yeah, make another this. Good 2. 2-7. 2 real good balls there. Needs to keep those up.
I think she'll be much happier with her feeling the jack in her hand. Control what she does with it. To be honest, she's going back to a similar area of the green.
Similar length, similar area. Obviously the opposite peg, but yeah, I'd say it's about the same length. But if she leads a nose ender, it does not matter. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now then, Lindsay. Just to back? I think so. Won't peg all that. Lindsay's turn just to toss one a little bit too far.
And can I just say, thanks to the Waterloo Bowling Club for their website and their list of champions, this competition has been won back to back by currently 3 players: Nicola Bolton, Katrina Cayley and Karen Johnson.
Didn't get another Sharon, so that leaves Lindsay with a free shot. Jack or ball. She's not overplayed. She's not overplayed at all. She's just trying to beat it with a dead end. Strange choice of shot. I think she should have really been playing over at that. But one to Sharon. 3-7.
On finger peg towards the shop corner. Again, similar length. She thinks she's short, waving it on, and it can't get past to the jack. It can't get to the jack, this ball. Leaves room.
I think you might have a chance of getting in here, Steve.
Careful. Not sure about that.
Good ball, Lindsay. Not bad at all. Well, further, definitely further. Bit of a squeak. Gonna go out though. Good road. Just struggling for a length. She's played 3 really good balls in this game so far. Need to be playing more than that, really. Lindsay just pairs up. I'm going to eat those sorts of chances up all day long. 9-3. Already a sizable lead. And I can see Lindsay going a distance. And she's made a liar out of me. Gone back, trying to get on the mark she started the game on. Well, she did play these corners very, very well earlier on in the day, but decided to stick to what she's been doing so well in this game. This looks okay. Yeah, not so bad at all. Not a lot short. Very easy to be too far. Something wrong with this. Something just wrong. Just short more than anything. A little bit further it would have won it. Needs to hook. Needs to bend, and it's trying its best, you know. It's done wonders as that ball may have got another. I think it has. This is tighter. Got a peg somewhere, surely. Well, short again, even shorter. That's not a good ball. Not a good ball at all. So, another two. Another two to Lindsey. 11-3 already. Looking like a long way back for Sharon. Lindsey's not even bothering with that mark. She's started the match off. She's trying something else. Probably got a few marks on here that she's happy to bowl. Just go tight. That's all that ails it really. On a road it would have been good. This is even shorter and tighter. Yeah, not won it. Just need to amend the road a little bit, put it a little bit wider. And she's certainly wider. Same length, it's a really good ball this. Yeah, good ball, Lindsey. Another line, another two. Really putting the pressure on Sharon. Sharon's leaning, she wants it to go back against the bias. It won't do. It'll go out, leave another two. Well, this game's quickly going away from Sharon. 13-3 to the reigning British Crown Green Ladies Bowls Association Champion of Champions. And if it continues like this, she'll be in the final to try and recapture that title for another 12 months. Meanwhile, in the other game, Sarah Nicholas 6-4 up against Linda Williams. Finger peg going back towards the scoreboards. Needs to be a length. Just going to run straight now past the jack. Just a couple of feet too far. And I think Sharon is even further. She's I'm afraid her length has totally deserted her at the minute. Oh, it's just sat on Lindsey's ball. It would have gone out missing. Now then, needs to peg hard. Pegs hard now. Oh, it's won it. Not a great ball by any means. Should be beatable. Have you? Have you? Yes, goes in, does a job. Yeah, if she hadn't have countered that end, I think she would have really struggled to get back in this game. As it is, it's 4-13, still a very big ask. So, Sharon.
Decided corners are required.
Yeah, well, something's required. She needs to try something. She's going a little bit further than she has been doing. A few occasions she's had the jack, and she's played a decent lead here. Not bad. Good length. Just a little bit underneath, but better lead. This is a lot tighter from Lindsey. Needs to square back and run straight, and it has done.
Does this need to run? It needs to finish. It needs to finish for me. Just not getting there. And if it was anything, he was just slightly on outside the line again.
So, another big chance for a 2. 2s win games. Can't keep giving them away. Further this goes, the better.
2 more. Say in the other semi-final, Sarah Nicholas and Linda Williams, 6 across.
$15-4, Steve. Not a good score for Sharon. Lindsey won't care. 6 chokes from home.
Of course, no need to change tactic. Happy with the length she's got. Playing back just through the middle of the green towards the scoreboards.
That's not too shabby, is it, Steve?
You'll take them all day. Actually, Sharon's not played the worst effort either there.
No, big.
Just stuck out as a ball, not quite pegged as much as Lindsey's did.
It's a big effort. Further this goes, the better. Never peg all the way back, though.
No, which is just other peg and just try and play into Lindsey's bowl, as you see from that picture. Thanks to George. That wait, no.
Definitely gone for it. Close.
Nullified
the end.
What a good hit that was.
Yeah.
I say, you can see from behind the jack there was a little bit of a target. It was only about 5 or 6 inches wide, but she hit it.
A little bit less pace, she would have counted the end. Maybe even got a brace, but at this stage.
Number 15, Lindsey Gorman, 11, Sharon Rigney, 2. Sorry, 4. Number 2, 4.
I got confused by that.
Deary me today.
I had 2 names and 4 numbers, and I'm not quite sure.
Lindsey Gorman, 15, number 2, Sharon Rigney, 4.
Oh, that's funny. I do apologise. That's tickled me. Oh, I'm sure you've been able to hear that there. Attempts at giving the score out. Give the players' numbers out instead, but anyway. Oh dear. It helps me get through the day, things like that, you know. Anyway, the end was nullified. Jack came on approximately a metre, and Lindsey Gorman sets the mark, and she's played finger peg towards the pub corner, played a good lead. Glad to see that moment of hilarity didn't put Lindsey off.
Sharon's just struggling for a length that way, just where that jack's finishing.
I'm just wondering if that little bit of rain's made the surface slightly greasy, just quickened it up a touch. Lindsey is playing a really good length. She's totally focused and in the zone. She really wants this, you can tell the way she's playing. Lost in a a pairs final. I think it was yesterday. Rushton Street at Great Harwood, my neck of the woods. Playing with a lad called Jamie Box.
Oh no, Jamie.
Lost 21-19 to Andy Lowe and Tom Dobson from Rochdale way.
Jamie looks like a hairdresser.
That's right, yes. Yes. It wasn't a mixed pair, it was an open pair, so very good effort. I know they've both run well in the past there. So she's on a bit of form, and she's 17-4 up, just showing how well she plays this green. Meanwhile, the other game on the green, there's been a bit of a turnaround. Sarah Nicholas was 6-4 up, she's now 11-6 down, and she's just managed to run in the back of a ball 3/4 corners. Knock Linda in. So not looking good at the minute. Not looking good for Sharon either. Just not got a length whatsoever. Really struggling. Played so well in the previous round against Helen Gilroy, former winner. Always difficult to shift on this green. Maybe just a game too far, I don't know. Just struggling. We all do it. Line another 2. Sharon, you need to save at least. Need to get in, change something. Oh, hard lines, just the wrong side of the jack. Might not have even saved. Yes, 2 signalled. 19-4. Of course, if this game does finish relatively soon, we will cross over to the other game. You will get your money's worth, don't worry about that. Lindsay just sticking to this finger peg mark. Another decent lead. Very good. Not bad at all. Putting the pressure right on Sharon. Really been up against it here. Bit of a squeak. Bit of a squeak. No, not won it. Just pegged away. Not sure this will get one. When I'm saying not sure, I mean it won't get one. So she's given Sharon a shot, but she's not gone for it. She's just...
I thought she might have played at that thumb peg. She's tried to play the more difficult bowl, I think.
Yeah. I think the head needs reattaching, unfortunately.
All but. I was saying before about Lindsay trying to do back-to-back, which only been done 3 times before.
Have you found another one?
Well, no, I was just going to say it's been done 3 times before by the ladies, Nicola Bolton, Katrina Cayley and Karen Johnson. It's only been done twice by the men.
Yeah.
In 2008 and 2009 by Graham Wilson.
What, winning the ladies event?
No, the men's
Oh
champion.
right, sorry, you got me all confused.
The men's championships. It's been done twice by the men. Graham Wilson 2008, 2009, and Ken Strutt in 95 and 96.
And who beat him in 97? Who put him out of that competition in 97?
Now, the fact that you've asked this question gives me the indication that you know the answer.
I do indeed.
Who's that, Andrew?
It was me.
Oh, congratulations, Andrew.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who put you out?
Glyn Cookson in the semi-final. That's when I could bowl a bit.
So I take it Glyn then got beat by Andy Petfood.
Andy Petfood, yeah. I was reminiscing about that yesterday. In his first round game, he played Mick Chapman, did Andy Petfood, and he was something like all but 13 down and ran out. And all the Brummies had backed him at 33-1. They'd all had 10s and 20s on it. And in the final, there was just a mass of them. They didn't used to get as many as they had yesterday. It wasn't anywhere near as busy as that for some reason, but there were 2 coach loads all backing him well. I'm afraid the bookies got taken to the cleaners. But yeah, I beat Ken Strutt, Stan Frith and Dave Copeland that day, which is, yeah, not bad. All our yesterdays. Anyway, Sharon got one in. 5:20. She's going to have to play hide the jack for 20 minutes or so, I think, if she's going to stay in this competition. I don't think that ball will be near enough. The way Lindsay's playing very, very well indeed. Roaded here. Decent length. Yes, wins it all week. We've got that to beat Sharon to stay in the game.
To the other semi-final, Sarah Nicholas just played an absolute wonder bowl. Linda Williams lay one to go 15-6 up.
Oh, don't be short.
Sarah sat it out.
Don't be short. Oh, Sharon. Well, that's a game she'll want to forget, but she's done well to get to the semi-final. Bowed out to the 2017 champion, Lindsey Gorman. And Lindsay moves on into a final, giving her the opportunity to get back-to-back titles with a 21-5 win. So,
the new Darren, otherwise known as George, has run round with his handheld camera.
I was reading reports about somebody getting eaten in the Amazonian rainforest by some cannibals. I think if it was Darren, they'd be eating for a few months or so.
He's not going to outrun them, is he?
Poor Darren, he's lovely as well. He's lovely. He always eats all my pies though. I never get any.
He's one of those where if you're in a group of people and you're like, you're being set upon by cannibals, you've got to think, well, I've only got to run quicker than him,
exactly.
And I'm all right.
That's right. Well, Linda, that was a weary ball. That really was a weary ball. Big opportunity for two. Just the one, so that's 15-8. So, heading off towards the corner. Playing finger peg. Gonna go past the jack. Not a lot. Maybe about a yard off. Good reply. Stepped in. Has Linda reached? Are you there, Linda? Are you there? Oh, looks like just given up for me. Can't just tell from my vantage point or from... Oh, he's won it, just gone in. Just scrambled in. So, need to find a good ball here, Sarah. Needs to run. Get past that ball.
Oh, it's a roll short.
Just given up.
Andrew's going to give a quick rundown of the player histories.
Well, as soon as we've got them, we might as well use them. So Linda Williams, well known to most in the bowling world. Hawkesbury Bowling Club in Wales.
Obviously also going for a second time win.
Absolutely. Delivery driver. Hobbies, including cooking, DIY and bowls. If she's good at DIY, she could come to my house and give me some tips. Plays with Drake's Pride 210 high density bowls. And as Steve just said, she won it in 2010, this competition. She's also noticeably two-time Welsh Ladies Merit winner, and she's put that at the top of her bowls honours list. She's won the Champ of Champs, the BCGLBA LBA merit and 3 times Ladies Waterloo winner, 2015, 16 and 17. I've been knocking a one off.
Ah.
I thought it was only 2. That's not very good of me, is it? There you go.
Yeah. 15, 16, 17.
It's amazing what the mind does to you. I could have sworn it was only 2, but there you go. It's actually 3 on the bounce now. Then I think that's all. Well, it's definitely unique in the ladies, I think.
Oh. Three-time winner. No, we've had previous 3-time winner, Lynn Pritchett.
Of course, Lynn Pritchett, of course.
Lynn obviously winning in 98, 99 and 2000.
Right. Very good. Well, Linda's looking for 2. Poor second ball from Sarah. And 2 it is. 18-8. Just tell you all about Sarah. Plays for Gresford Colliery, also in Wales. She's a personal assistant. And again, hobbies include cooking, reading and bowling. Also plays with Drake's Pride, the make of champions, £2 8 ounce. And this is her first time in this event.
You'll be getting a call from GI.
Well, I play with Drake's Pride, what can I say?
I can get far. I can chuck my long way away with any brand of bowls.
Absolutely.
I could care to mention.
And her main bowls honours are winning the All England this year and playing for Wales.
And she's whizzed one out there, and she got it away like a dream, and it'll stop in a minute. Oh, well, it'll stop now.
Oh. Linda certainly reached. I think that wind's getting up again. And Sarah has stepped in. Really good response. She'll have something on to beat that with Linda.
She's still looking at it, but I think she's took too much out.
Not reached.
Just trying to play a decent second to try and restrict the damage. And this ball of Sarah's, I think it's just going to finish short. Yeah, only the one.
Big opportunity. So Sarah, 9 chalks behind, 18-9. Got a lot to do to get back in this game. Too much room for Linda. 4 foot wide with the lead. Good response though. Really stepped in. Got it all on with this bowl now. Looks to back again to me. Trying desperately hard though. Just stuck out. Don't think there's a lot of danger really. Yeah, referee telling Linda that she's in, so she lies 1 to go 19. Can she get another to go 20? She's certainly reached, you know. Give it a chance to get one anyway. Good job she went with a jack. 1 in, 1 out.
As the rain falls again.
Aye. Wouldn't be Blackpool without a bit of rain now and again. So Linda Williams 19, Sarah Nicholas 9, 2 more points. So get into the final. Both will be both finalists. If this game finishes as we think it's going to do, we'll be going for a second Champion of Champions title. Linda was the favourite from the off. I think all you could get was about 3-1. Lindsay, a little bit longer price due to the fact that the Waterloo winner was also in her part of the draw, Hannah MacDonald. But I don't think she was a massive price, maybe 7-1, so maybe no surprise those two look like battling out for the title. Well, further it pegs, further it runs. Is that an opportunity missed? I think it is. Be a very good ball though. This is
not quite sure what ball this is, Sarah, but surely been easy to try and play a thumb peg at that. Got to get past her own bowl. She's not really reached anyway. So.
I don't know if she knew if it was only one or what, but played that ball very, very quickly. So 20 to Linda Williams, 9 Sarah Nicholas. These two Welsh ladies battling it out. Both semi-finals at the moment. Been one-sided affairs. Hopefully the final will be a nip and tuck sort of a game that we like to finish the season off with. Not a good lead. Couple of yards off really. This is a better road altogether, but it needs to run. It needs to go a little bit. Not going to get there. No. Banging the road. Linda's just playing a tighter line. She's certainly further. She's certainly inside that ball as well. Won't be so bad this when it finishes. Nothing over. Good ball. Lies game with that with almost a side toucher. You've got to be at this, Sarah. You look tight from the hand. You look tight from the hand. I don't think.
Now.
Yeah, it's got to go. Wade in. Linda Williams, 2010 Champion of Champions, 3-time Waterloo winner, wins her semi-final against Sarah Nicholas, 21-9, and moves into the semi-final where she'll take on the current reigning champion, Lindsey Gorman. Please join us after this short break. And welcome back. You've joining us at the very first end of the final of the 2018 BCGLBA Champion of Champions event, sponsored by Country Garden Roses. The weather's took a little bit of a turn for the worse. We had a few technical issues as well, but we're all sorted now. And the first end goes to Linda Williams with a single.
Yeah, we might have to defrost the cameraman later.
Well, we've got a bit of a rainbow out there now. What a beautiful sight that is. I wish we could get... Sorry. We've got a cameraman on the flat roof of the Waterloo Hotel. It's just...
He's looking a bit like Kenny from South Park, isn't he?
He's looking like in the Arctic or something. Oh dear. Poor chap.
He's new.
Yeah, he might not be back for another one.
Finger peg mark from Linda. Just finishing. Well, couple of foot short. Lindsay's passed and through the gap and out the back.
I just took the opportunity to go and have a look at the betting for this final. And if you wanted to back Linda, I'm afraid she's 4-7 on, so you'd have to have £7 on to win 4. And Lindsey Gorman was the outsider. She was a 5-4 shot if you fancied Lindsay. So there you go.
She's not short again.
Oh, can't go out, can it?
Ah, what a good ball that is.
Good ball. There you go. 1 apiece after 2 heart-stopping ends. The crowd has thinned out slightly in that big west stand. It's gone very, very cold indeed.
A proper autumn day.
I just had a text through from me mum telling me that Burnley are absolutely shocking at the minute. Oh, I'm glad I can't see it. It's heartbreaking.
Is that the football team or the actual town?
Well, both actually. No, I shouldn't say that. It's a lovely place, is Burnley. 1 or 2 areas you wouldn't want to go, but same with anywhere. No, she means the football team. Thought that was an absolute certain 3 points today. It's 0-0 at half time, but probably won't. Most people won't be bothered about that.
Both teams lucky to score 0.
Yes, that's the one. And that's one thing that this game definitely won't be, a 0-0 draw. There's got to be a winner. And at the minute, it's 1 apiece, a long way to go. Missed that ball. Oh, she's knocked it in.
Put it in.
Oh no.
Linda, can she pair it up? Just need to put a foot in her first. Ah. Good ball from Linda. Makes 2.
Yeah. Not good knocking your opponent in. It's not a way to win a game, that's for sure. But can't be helped sometimes.
Playing a finger peg mark to the corners of the north and west stands. Just finished actually a few yards away from the corner, but it's one of those tricky marks where if you're tight you'll peg a long way, if you're outside you'll just fall away down the slope. And she's fell into her own trap. Looks better from Lindsay. Yeah, good ball now.
Bit of a squeak. Bit of a squeak. Got a peg. Can't do. Good effort though. Made it difficult for Lindsay to get another. Not really any danger though. This is tight, can't get one. Whips away now. 1 to Lindsay, 2-3. So, I think it's fairly certain that Linda's looking to play a distance. Where will Lindsay go? Just thinking about it. We finger peg over towards the east stand. 35 yards, something like that. Pace looks okay. Road, I think she's just outside the line. Yeah, that's all. On a road, it would have been very good. Just hung out. Looks like it's labouring, this ball. And them high densities won't run, I'm afraid. Just wants to tighten up a ball. Maybe put 6 inch of running or so, that's all it needs. Needs to hit the jack. Just overplayed. 2 down. Referee confirms to Linda. Linda needs to rectify the line and the length. This is better. Big effort. Can't fail. Good ball. A little bit too much room. I think Linda knew what the weather was going to be like. Certainly came dressed for the occasion. So Linda coming towards our commentary position. Thumb peg, just to far and to back by the looks of it. Going to be nearly 2 yards off. Not a good lead. Well, not a good reply really. It's won it, but there's still plenty of room. He's tightened the line up. She put it too tight. Running straight. Needs to run. Well, it's just won it. Lindsay just has to beat her own ball. Here we are. Can't fail, surely. Yes, good ball. 1 to Lindsay, 3-4. So Lindsay thinking about where to go. Where can she catch Linda out? Playing finger peg. Just off the crown, going towards the scoreboards from where they started the game. Very, very quick finish. This needs to just run an inch for a real good ball. Not so bad where it is. Maybe a foot to the side. Not so bad.
Not short this from Linda.
Can it miss? Oof. Oh, gets another. Not a brilliant second ball, but it makes Linda think a little bit. Has to take a bit of running off. Has she left it?
Not sure. Can't. Well,
just
got to save it. And we'll level the 4s. Want to get 4 across.
So cutting across, straight across the green, Lindsey Gorman.
I think she's tight with this, and she's right. Linda's not reached to the terracing.
Really caught her out there.
Made Lindsey go the other peg. Just outside again. Good length though.
Yeah, not so bad. Not easy to beat those balls on the mark. Can't get to back. Needs to run.
Not reached.
Yes, 2 to Lindsey. 6-4, bang in front now.
Only put a yard in when 5 foot was required.
No reason to change, I wouldn't have thought. Go back towards whence they came, finger peg. Needs to stop. Needs to stop. Any time, and it's a good one. Not bad. Yeah, no more than a foot off.
So the rain comes down once again.
Yeah, it's coming in horizontal. Needs to stop, Linda. Oh, just sat on Lindsay's ball. Has it stayed in?
I'm not sure from that picture.
The referee's gone having a look. Not sure why you're looking at that angle. That's a better angle to look at. Very, very tight. It's very, very tight. Let's hope one of these balls affects the end. Well, needs to stop now. Stop now. Just to back.
That's not affecting who's on. Has Linda sent this?
Looks short to me. Yeah.
That's a surprising ball.
Lindsay's just telling the referee what she thinks. Yep, now they're calling the measures. On they come. Very interesting yesterday, Steve. We had quite a lot of lady measurers doing the men's champs, and today we've had an all-male cast. Very unusual. 1 to Lindsay. I know in the past it's been you've hardly seen a male official at these parts when the ladies' events have been on. Good to see that everyone's getting a chance at officiating. (7-4). Thanks to everyone for the feedback yesterday on yesterday's coverage. Glad it was enjoyed by the vast majority.
Good lead from Lindsay, and what can Linda do about it? 3 behind now, 7-4. This is dragging its feet. Is it just going to get there? I think
Dragged it in, Steve. Wiped its feet and gone in. Oh, dear me. Oh. It's very cold. If anyone's listening and wants to send us a heater, we'll be very, very
Couldn't you won one of them on the raffle rather than an LED light?
I think a onesie would have gone down nicely, actually. Lindsay's changed peg, gone on 8 finger. Jacko ball, she's close, you know. Oh, she just pegged tight. That was the right ball. Very, very hard lines. Not got another. So, one to Linda, 5-7. Not a good lead, Linda. Not a good lead at all. It's not the Linda we're used to seeing. Lindsay stepped in. Decent reply. Yeah, very good.
Is Linda taking too much out of this? I think she may have done. Yeah. Surely leaves an easy 2.
Well,
looks like it's done enough for 2.
Just enough. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, as long as it gets another.
There's no reason for Lindsay to change the tactic. She's got, must be comfortable playing what she is. 4 clear, 9-5. Finger peg up towards the terracing. But playing only about 30 yards really.
Can't be so bad this, you know, Steve. Might just be tight. Yeah, that's all that's wrong with it. Not a bad length.
Just needs a peg from Linda. Like co-commentator is pumping the air with delight. So either the pies have arrived or Burnley have gone one up.
It's certainly not the former. No pie has been sighted whilst I've been sat in this stadium, unfortunately. Oh, that's better. Well, Linda.
Yeah, she's corrected.
It's gone out, by the way.
Corrected the line. It's kicked on well, that bowl of hers, though. She left 2.
They all look a little bit equidistant to me. I think we may be seeing measuring taking place.
Well, Lindsay's not moved any of her bowls, so I think she's
claiming 2. 2 it is.
6 clear. 11-5.
Sorry, I was just showing my my friend here, Steve, an online bowls measure app that I've downloaded on my phone. A bit tricky. It's like those rings you see on the indoor job from above. You've got to get everything balanced right, and then Steve's looking at me in incredulity.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it a paid app or a free?
No, free app. Free app.
I think you're being robbed when you didn't pay anything.
I think
for
there might be a bowl scorecard app as well, which is would be an excellent way forward. I know that they're trying to introduce one that will go directly into the various websites and put the scores on, which would be very interesting indeed.
Oh, Lindsay, lies one.
Oh, very good. Really playing well. This is a big bowl.
If it wasn't too cold for everybody to take their hand out the pockets, that may have got a round of applause, that bowl.
It's to back. It's to back. She doesn't like it. That was a big end of bowls. All of a sudden, there's quite a sizable gap. It's 13-5. Just starting to pull away. Is this the break that could be the key to winning this title? And if it is, I'll be kicking myself, because I was going to back Lindsay this morning. But there you go. I do silly things like that. No need to change at 13-5 up. You just stick to what you know.
Finger peg. And another good lead.
Excellent lead.
Well, Linda, hell of an effort this. Oh, what a good bowl.
Excellent bowl.
Now the bowl to play for Lindsay here. Just play really the same as the first. Just tickle the jack. Only got to move it 2 or 3 inches, maybe 4 or 5, and she'll be on.
Needs to peg. Can't do it.
Right pace to do it though.
Yeah, perfect pace for the job. Just not roaded, unfortunately, for Lindsay. Now a little bit of care, Linda. A little bit of care. Don't want to be moving anything. Oh, very good balls indeed. Real good stuff.
Good too. 7-13. But she needs to change the length. She needs to. She's looking towards the corner of the north and west stands. So I think it's probably fair to say she won't be happy with how she's led so far.
Yeah, that's been the real problem for Linda. She's played some excellent balls to Lindsay's jack, but not to her own, and that's the key really to this game.
The thumb peg mark. Beholds that line, it's a good one. Just got to get a length. Just finishing, well, a yard short.
Yeah, just a yard. Just a yard.
Lindsay's ball on the way to tighter line. It's pegging now.
Turned her back on it, Steve. Didn't like it. It's done very well. It's finished better than I thought it would, but not in the count.
You think Linda has to improve though. And once again, looks a decent line.
Better ball.
Will it stop a good one?
Yeah, not bad. Now then, big 2 this. Needs to get in the same street as quickly as she can. Get some pressure on Lindsay. Well, she's a better road. Better road. What's your length like?
And it's just pegging.
Good saver.
Just pegs up a bit more to the death, that bowl, than Linda's. Now looking to the opposite corner. Yep. changing the length. It's not going deep into the corner, probably, well, 3/4 corners at most. A finger peg. This doesn't look the worst bowl in the world.
Aye, not shabby.
Very good length. Just settled, well, 18 inches maybe to the side.
Well, she's given this a chance, hasn't she? Given this a chance. Can it run? Oh, just short.
I think we just might have seen those identities just pull up fractionally quicker.
Mm.
I think it's made. Has it made Linda change hand?
It has indeed. I can't see that red dragon on the side of the bowl, so she must have changed peg. And she's found a good bowl there, you know. Not easy to change over there.
You can just see on the camera bowls of picking up some grass cuttings because they're from a damp surface.
Oh.
No, I don't think Lindsay's happy with this one. I think it's underneath. No, it's not there either. She's not sent it. 2 more.
Right back in the game now. 10-13.
As our Cardiff.
Thanks for that, Stephen. Oh dear me.
Well, just a 3 in it. Really, it's taken 3 good ends from Linda, where she's stepped her game up. Played thumb peg. Say, 3/4 corners. Back to the corner of the north and west stand. Say, in shadow.
Certainly reached.
Bowl Linda from the side, and it's not the worst, but it's
Yeah.
she'd liked it to peg a foot more or so.
Of course, it has won the last few ends of the game yesterday. The final yesterday. Well,
This is on different land.
gonna peg up. Will it come back down? All on the length. You can see the ball fighting the bias.
So it's just pegged out.
Mm. There's always sirens going off, isn't there, around here?
Well, right by an ambulance station, so you'd expect.
Oh, that'll be why then. Good
good
ball.
Yeah, ball from Linda. There's an ambulance station at the bottom of Eden right.
I know. I got told off once for parking on there. Well, she's
I'm not surprised. That's disgraceful behaviour.
She's not sent this ball at all.
Jockeys fell off it. Well, if it's 2, which Linda is looking at, according to that camera, it looks 2.
Getting a measure.
Well, if you're not sure, call the measures on.
Absolutely. That's what they're there for.
And they've gone to Lindsay's bowl first. Just in. Yeah. 2 for Linda. Just the 1 in it now. 12-13. As the sun shines on Blackpool once again. And a finger peg. Just about back to where he came from. Back to the pub corner. This is not short from Linda. Looks a good one.
Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad on that mark.
The sticker she's gone is slightly offset, so it looks like it's waddling its way to the jack, and it's not sure from Lindsey.
Needs
Can
a
it
hit.
pick anything up? It's picked up the gap. So a length ball from Linda with her first. Can she just tighten up slightly?
Looks a little bit to back to me. Not a better ball at all. It's well, not a good ball really. Might be two. Oh, this hasn't come out well at all.
Can't get there.
Not
This
come
one
out
needs
well.
to take flight just to get there.
Well, that's a cheap two, is that?
They're a long way off these two.
Well, I think it's two.
Mesh is required
Measure's
again.
called. Looking for a slack band on this. Well, you could skip with the difference. Another two. Linda Williams banging front, 14-13. In a final that looked like it was going away from her at 13-7. Found two really good balls to get hold of the jack. Gone into the corners. Got away with a few. But she won't care as long as she's still counting. Thump egg.
She's gone maybe a yard or 4 foot shorter with the jack this time. And I think that may have just caught herself out because she's a yard over again.
Yeah. You're right, Steve. You're not as daft as you look. You spotted that. Would take some doing, actually, to be fair. So, Lindsay. Slightly different road. It's got a peg somewhere.
It must peg soon, mustn't it, that land?
It's tried its best to hold on.
Can't be 100%, but I would.
Can't tell from here. Just stuck in, he reckons. Did well.
It doesn't change the ball Linda was going to play anyway, so.
Not at all. Just it's nice to know if you're in though, I suppose. This is okay. Touch on the jack would be nice. Not quite, but certainly wins the end. Well, it is definitely there.
Different land than the first.
Definitely there. Goes out missing, I'm afraid. Only just, but just is enough. Another one to Linda.
2 clear now, 15-13.
(5-3) going home. And Linda looking longingly into the far corner. Sends that jack out finger peg.
Again, just a yard or so shorter than what she was last time. And 2 foot over.
Pace looks okay. Road doesn't look so bad. Yeah, does a job, I think.
It didn't finish well, that
Didn't
ball.
finish well at all.
It pegged.
Pegged a foot in the last inch, that. I think it's just won it.
Yeah. You say go for the length bowl, but...
Oh,
Oh, no.
No.
Back bowl on.
well, that's done terrible then. That ball looked like it was going to be reasonable right up till the last second.
Well, this needs to peg and needs to run. Is it a decoy?
Duncan Reeves, the bookie, is behind the end. He thinks that the short ball's in. This could be interesting.
Well, this needs
This is to back. Although going off the first ball, who knows? It might turn a circle in a minute. No, that can't win it. So the referee thinks Linda Williams's brown ball is on the one past the jack.
Linda signals. Ducks and Dunk's gone, what?
Yeah, Lindsay likes hers. I wonder what odds Duncan the bookie's laying for this. This could be very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Big measure this in the game.
Right, in the scheme of things.
One clear, or one ahead, or no, sorry, one behind, or
Let's have a look. Is a slack band? No, short. Bad call from the ref. Bad call.
well,
Of course, it's only his opinion, but it looks
you-
like
if
there
you
was a
give
lot in that.
if you give a definite answer, it should be it should be, you know. Well, 14-15.
No. Big end of balls, that. You've got to be certain. Got to be certain. And they look like to be looked a good inch in that measure. There you go. So Lindsey Gorman gets the hold of the jack and goes back, trying to get on the mark where she made such a good run earlier on in the game, and she's made a good lead here. That's an excellent lead. Just what she needed.
Not short from Linda. Just gonna slip by. Pace keeping it out. But not a wasted bowl. That can be used, that bowl. Well, makes two.
Does. It's going to finish in a good spot as well.
Linda, I think, just trying to play a saver, but in danger of slipping by.
Goes out.
New leader.
So 16-15.
And the mark Lindsay played so well early in the game. Finger peg towards the Tedderson.
I'm sure she played it thumb peg before.
Well, the mark.
What?
She played it both pegs, but the last time she played this mark, it was finger peg, and Linda played two absolute wheelings.
I remember that bit. Not a good lead. Not a good lead at all.
This wins from Linda, and it's a decent bowl. To within 2 feet.
Well, good response.
That helped.
Needed it. It was going to go out, but pick the jack up. Still, Linda's got a shot here.
Just to back.
Good effort. Just gone out.
If you hear some groans and grunting from my co-commentator, you may be able to guess it either having a stroke or Burnley have scored. And I'll just give you a clue.
Oh, what can I say?
17-15. Thumb peg towards the north stand.
Needs a length. It'll do it all on a length. Look at that. What a good ball that is. Joe, it's just finished at the side though. Fell over. That's where mine finish up, you know.
Bounced off the jack and fall away from it.
Fall over at the side.
Leave a target about a foot wide. Has Linda gone?
She's changed bias. She's come at it on the finger peg.
It's having a look, this, you know.
Just short, isn't it? Just short.
Oh my word. Painted road.
Yeah.
Is actually... It's finished in the thumb peg land.
It has indeed. I think Lindsay's going to have to come the other wheel.
And stuck it out. And it's only the one.
Oh.
So Linda just trying to miss her own ball.
She's close, very close. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Full ball connection on the jack. Didn't want to slice it on the left hand side. Would have been 2 down.
Yeah, it's a good job she didn't slice the jack. But played the right ball. She'd have preferred the ball full, but that was a decent second option.
One behind. 16-17 in the final of the 2018 BCGLBA Country Garden Roses Champion of Champions.
Been a lot of bowling going on today, Steve. A lot of competitions reaching a climax. Big competition at the railway at Pleasanton near Blackburn. That's been won by Callum Raitt.
Deepdale Labour's been won by Mr. Gilpin.
Yeah. There's another final taking place tonight at Kirkeaton Cons in Huddersfield. And there's another one at Sabden Bowling Club near Clitheroe. A lot of bowling going on at this time of year. I'm not sending any at the minute, so that tells you everything you need to know. Plenty of finals, I'm not in any.
Just gone out. Now can Linda make a pair and lie to go? One clear and to within 3 points of the title.
Gets another. Better than a first. A little bit of room.
And they'll look close from the mat.
They will indeed. I'm not well, she can just win it on the finger, but it's got to be an absolute perfect length. Got to be a perfect length.
Well, it just takes a yard out of her first, and it's having a look, this.
Yeah. What a good ball. Oh, was it stuck in?
That's not one.
It's done really well. I thought it was going to pull up a bit quicker than that.
Been a good saver. Level game, 17 across. First one to full.
Oh, we felt it was going to be a classic.
And Linda looking to the opposite corner. Thumb peg. So he's not going deep in the corners. Ashley placed the jack quite well, quite close to where she was so successful earlier in the game. And where they're bowling from, it looks a really windy corner. Linda's bowl finished about 3 foot off. So it will look It'll look nailed on from where they're sending them from.
Well, it's the first time she's legged one short of the jack there. She's always been passed.
And this one can't reach.
Yeah. Well. This can't be so bad, you know.
Past her first.
Can't be so bad.
Just wants to stop now. No, they're good.
No.
Just beats her first out the back.
Yeah. Oh, it's very windy out there now, Steve. Wow. Lindsey was nearly blown off her feet then.
Just waiting for the gust of wind to clear.
Could be waiting a long time for that. Well.
Starting to peg.
Yeah, not a good sign. Got to be tight. Got to be short. 19.
One end away.
Now then. Really are getting down to crunch time.
I checked the weather forecast before. He says for South Shore, Blackpool, 11 degrees, fine, with a slight breeze.
11 degrees? Jeepers. Never seen 11 degrees. So, Linda Williams has an opportunity at this end to get game. And with it, her second BCGLBA Champion of Champions title and her 5th championship at this green.
Finger peg.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Not a good lead. Shouldn't be good enough at this stage of the game.
You'd probably say that's 2 yards.
Well, it's passing it. Can it miss it? Can it miss it? Ooh, just
Passing
inside.
the jack as well, but it's not going to go out. Yard at the back, maybe 4 foot.
Winning at the moment.
Well, Linda's got this away well.
Needs to run a bit. Just a little bit. Further the better. Well, it's won it, done a job.
Just that part of the green where you just slightly narrow it, will whip it to death.
What's it looking? Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah. Now then.
Outside line of the lot.
Short as well. So another one, Linda Williams. 20. Is it? Have I miscounted?
20, yeah.
Thank you.
They just like
Knocking him off.
the scoreboard was rustling in the breeze.
Okay.
So it looked like she just changed it and she hadn't.
Right. So, Linda Williams 20. Lindsey Gorman 17. This could be it. This could be the final end.
And they're playing from a wind tunnel. Thumb peg. There's actually some Davy being blown on the green now from the stand.
There's nothing worse than playing in wind. It's horrible. Especially gusting wind. You think you've played a good ball, gust of wind, you're 2 yards short.
Finished a yard, well, maybe a yard by. This is as tight as it dare be. It must start pegging.
It's done very well.
It's not shown any bias whatsoever, even though it was a foot inside Linda's bowl.
Done very well. Not well enough though, I don't think.
And the referee says it's on.
Well, there you go. What do we know? We're just a bunch of guessers up here who can't see. Well,
Not sure.
needs to stop, pick the jack up, needs to do something. I'm going to go out, is it?
Well, that must be on.
That must be on, surely. Well, she lies game. Important call this.
The referee's having a good look at this. It looks on by a mile. Says
Yep.
it's on.
So, Linda Williams lies game. Well, it's all against Lindsey now. Wins against her. Game down. Can she find a ball? She's reached, you know. She's reached. Needs to stop anytime soon. What a good ball. Very good. She might have made two. Has she not that jack far enough across? Takes out the counting ball. Linda, body language tells me she's not happy. Although she may have kicked them in if it was two, of course. No, just one claimed. Not even measuring them. What a good ball that was, Stephen.
Pressure was on.
You'd have jellied it 5 yards short there.
I wouldn't have got this far, would you?
Oh, true. Ooh.
I think as the rain starts again. From peg mark, just through the middle of the green towards the terracing, but it's uphill, but easy to stick them out too far.
It's probably the shortest mark they've played in this game. Not so bad, you know. That's not so bad there. You really want to be passing it on the inside rather than the outside. You tend to run straight.
This will pass it.
Definitely will. Can't see now. Oh.
If it falls, it's got a chance, but I would...
Gone out for me. Definitely gone out. Now then, big ball. Needs to get another. Don't be short, because Linda won't be. The jack's not going to bounce back. Don't be short, and you're short. Oh.
The only thing it might do, it might be blocking the front peg.
Well,
she's gone finger
to
the
finger. She's not overly played, you know. She's just tried to lick it with a dead end, and she's close. She's close. She's got the gap. Wow. Oh, that was hard lines. Any touch on anything there was good.
She's played it carefully, though. If she did make contact with the ball, it wasn't knocking it out.
That's true. Yeah, well spotted, Dave.
Dave? Who's Dave?
Sorry, it's been.
Have we not met before?
It's been a long day, Ray. Sorry, Steve. So, on to Lindsey. Oh, what a game this is to complete our Globe Gig season. 1920. It's a game that's ebbed and flowed one way, then the other. Linda looked like being winner at the last end, but Lindsey found a great ball. And Linda just went to a gap at that end there. So,
finger peg mark down towards the north stand. Land is not that difficult to find, so she needs to nail one, but it is a bit of a slippery pace mark.
Oh, has this reached? Has this reached?
It needs something in the way.
It needs to stop sharp. Jeepers, that's adrenaline for you. That's what happens. See the winning post. Now then, Linda. Looks a better length.
So it's not
roaded really, but
it's not the most difficult of mark for land. It's just got to get a length.
The conditions at the minute are quite terrible for the bowlers. It's wind, it's blowing rain in your eyes. This is the most important ball of the game so far.
Not sure.
Needs to be a length. He'll have to pick the jack up. Surely. Must have gone out. Linda Williams, the 2010 champion, the 2015, 16 and 17 Waterloo Ladies champion, wins 21-19, and with it the 2018 BCGLBA Ladies Champion of Champions event, sponsored by Country Garden Roses. Great performance by Linda, favourite from the offset, and she's justified that favouritism by collecting the first prize. It's a Welsh double, of course. John Bailey picking up the men's champion of champions, and Linda picking up the ladies version today. So we'll just take a quick break and then we'll come back with the presentation and a few interviews. Please join us shortly.
And the 28th Championship Champions, number Williams. I'd just like to say thank you very much to the loyal supporters here at the end, and I hope you'll have a safe journey home. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Waterloo, and with me is last year's winner and this year's runner-up, unfortunately, Lindsey Gorman. Lindsey, congratulations for getting to the final and for doing so well and almost defending that title. Are you disappointed, or how do you look back on today?
Yeah, obviously I'm disappointed, but as somebody said at the beginning of the day, you know, you're going to get to the final after winning last year. You know, difficult to do it 2 years on the run. So overall, if somebody had said at the beginning of the day, I'd have probably taken it, to be honest. But all credit to Linda. She played the corners well in the final. Got to 19-20 and just put a bad lead up, really, and just let her bowl one. But yeah. We stood here 12 months ago. Obviously, you were delighted to have won it, and I remember it very well, actually. And the final today was just really close, wasn't it? Very much like the final yesterday as well. Very, very, very close. Nip and tuck all the way. I mean, you had a bit of a lead, didn't you? Got a bit of a lead at the beginning on a little mark, and then she got on the corners, and I just didn't bowl well on the corners. I just struggled with finding length in the land, and then I got back in a bad judgment for the referee at the top corner, and again had a little run. But yeah, I thought it'd be nip and tuck all the way. I've actually never played Linda before in singles. I've only ever played her in pairs. But yeah, I thought it'd be nip and tuck, and it was, and hopefully it was a great final to watch as well.
I think it was. I think it was very exciting. It ebbed and flowed, and in commentary, you know, Andy and Steve were, you know, it was difficult to pick a winner because you just couldn't predict it, really, could you? Again, like the men's final yesterday, it was really, really close.
Yeah.
But you know, again, you very, very nearly defended that title. It has been done before, and you're so close to doing it. But it was a great final, and we thank you very much for the entertainment you've given us again. And maybe next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll be here again.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
All right, Lindsey.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for joining us. It's very, very cold here.
No problem.
But all credit to Lindsey for staying behind talking to us. Okay, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Take care. And with me is the 2018 Champion of Champions winner. It's Linda Williams. Linda, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was just saying to Lindsey, a great final. She was obviously desperate to retain that trophy, and you just edged her out. But it was a heck of a final to watch. Again, as we said, just like yesterday, two fantastic close finals and a great weekend for Wales.
Yes, definitely taking the double back, aren't we? That's it. Yeah, I knew I had to improve in the game there a bit, you know, because I knew Lindsey's been playing well all day. So I just managed to take her off her mark that she was on, and I had her on the corner a little bit. So got a couple of points back.
Yeah, it was a very tactical final, wasn't it? I mean, you were a little bit behind, weren't you? Then you went on a fantastic run. I think you won maybe 8 or 9 points in a row. Yeah, incredible.
And I had 9 points on the run, so I got it back level.
Yeah.
We just had each other then, wasn't it? It was just who could get to 21 first, I think.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? What were the conditions like? Because it was standing here now, it's absolutely freezing. Yesterday was quite a lovely warm day here in Blackpool, but today it's very, very cold. It's blustery. We've had squally showers. We've had it all today, really, haven't we?
The conditions were all right. I mean, the green's running lovely. They've got it in lovely condition. Some of the corners are, pulling up, but everywhere else, I mean, up and down the middle, it's really quick. You've got to get the right pace. It's running really nice. Nice surface to play on.
Fantastic. This is the second time you've won this competition, isn't it? You won it in 2010.
Yeah.
Does it mean more, the second time round, or?
It's the same really as when it was. I mean, winning the Champion of Champions is winning the Champion of Champions, isn't it?
Of course it is.
It's nice to come back here and be in it again, because I wasn't in it last year. So, but yeah.
Sure. How confident were you coming into the day today? Did you arrive with a lot of confidence?
I did, yeah. I was quite confident. Yeah. I mean, looking at the draw, I knew I had some tough games, but I knew I was capable of getting to at least the final. Just keeping me cool really, making sure that I stuck with my opponent, not letting them get too far ahead, which I didn't do at the end in the final. Like Lindsey was quite a bit up on me, so. But,
well, as I say, it was a fantastic final to watch. It was very, very exciting, and you're a very worthy winner. But congratulations again.
Very much.
You are the 2018 Champion of Champions winner, and we'll see you again next year, hopefully.
Definitely,
all right.
yeah.
Thanks a lot, Linda. Congratulations again. All right. Thank you. We're just going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with Steve and Andy with final thoughts on not just today, but yesterday and the season that we've covered so far, or the season in its entirety, actually. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yep, welcome back to the Waterloo in Blackpool. We're all stood here freezing cold, but we're that dedicated to the sport of bowls that we've stayed behind to have a quick chat about today and yesterday, and of course the other two tournaments that we covered. Andy, first of all, sum up that final, because I thought it was very, very similar to yesterday in a way. It was maybe not the best quality bowls all the way through, but it's very exciting and dramatic, wasn't it?
I thought it was a very good final. I didn't think the standard was that bad, to be fair. I thought there was some very good bowls played, especially Linda found two across the middle of the green when it looked like she was going to when Lindsey was going to race away with it, and I thought it was a very good final. I think Lindsey did well to get back in the game, and I think the last end she just saw the winning line, and I think just buzzed too far. But no, very good day's bowling. I've enjoyed today. I thought the standard was excellent. And
of course, she very, very nearly retained that title, which is very, very. It's hard enough to win it, isn't it? But to come back and retain it must be extremely difficult with this quality field.
Absolutely, she's done really well to get to the final. I honestly thought she would win it halfway through the game. If you'd have given me £50 to back someday, I would have said I'll back Lindsey. But no, fair play to Linda. Dug in. Kept to a game plan going in the corners and got out. So yeah, well played. Good game, really was.
Lindsey mentioned it as well just before when I was interviewing her. That the end where the referee made a call and it seemed to be it was a bad call. Do you think that had a lot of was pivotal? It certainly Lindsey mentioned it. It was controversial.
Well, it can have an effect, things like that. At the time, the game, she was behind. It was looking like she was going to go 3 behind, but obviously with that call, she ended up only 1 behind, jack in hand, and I think, if memory serves me right, she got 2 the next end and went in front. So all of a sudden, the game's turned around, and you could say it's because of that call, but the referee's there to give an opinion. All I would say is, unless he's 100% certain, he should just say, I fancy this ball, or to say this ball's on. Not really a thing to do, but I don't think it's affected the outcome, to be fair.
Sure. And Steve, we said before we were interviewing the two girls, a great day for Wales bowling, or a great weekend for Welsh Crown Green bowling, really, with the two winners.
Well, they've had a great year. They've won 3 out of 4. I mean, John Bailey played the best all day yesterday, adapted to conditions, couldn't fault it. Linda's done the same today. Had a couple of tough games, the pair of them, just scraped through, did what they needed to win, and won. Or you can say, both tough competitors as well as good players, and it's proved it over the weekend.
And the conditions today we mentioned were very, very different to yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day. Really, as we said at the start, the summer had come back yesterday, but it kind of bit back today with a vengeance. We had some sunshine, but it is absolutely freezing. The viewers probably don't quite realise how cold it is. It's absolutely freezing here. It's just like the middle of winter all of a sudden. The wind is very icy, isn't it?
Yes.
No, we're not bothered because we're all professionals, aren't we? But we're quite happy to stand here, as I say, and talk to you.
Next time, I'm going to put the eating on in the media suite.
The media suite, is that what it is? Anyway, looking back as well at the other two tournaments, obviously that we've covered live this season as usual, the senior merit and the junior merit. The senior merit was a great event, and we had a great winner, didn't we? It was a good old day, that, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, our first competition we do off to Warrington. Big hot sunny spell. You melted at the side of a bowling green. So obviously we turned up with the cameras and get rained on. Chris Mordew, best player all day. Adapted the conditions, used those low density bowls, unflappable, unshakable, won it well. It was a great day's bowling. It's one of those, everyone comes to it. All the counties are represented, they all bring supporters. It's a great day for bowls. Wished it was a warmer day, wished it was a drier day, but it was still a great day for bowls.
And the junior merit, we went to a lovely club there, and we had a good old time there as well, didn't we? And Matty Warden was a very worthy winner, and he's obviously proved that he's obviously making that step up to the senior game now.
On the day, I actually thought he was up to the final second best player of the day. I thought the young girl did fantastic. I've got her name. Shannon Koenig.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Emily for some reason. Shannon played fantastically all day. She was head and shoulders the best player on the day. But in the final, Matty just upped the game a little bit. Took her in the corners. Tough corner marks on those greens, and he put them fairly close. He tried edges, he tried all sorts, and he just got past Shannon. A little bit of history though. She got to the final, which is the first female bowler to do so. I think it would have been nice actually if she had won. It would have been nice to have seen her on the green yesterday in the men's champion of champions. Not sure how that works, but still. But no, Matty. He played well that day, played well in the final, and then he's come here in the Waterloo itself and played really well. And to get to the semi-final at such a young age and to play as well as he did is a great testament to his ability. And if he keeps that up, he'll be knocking on the door soon. And I wouldn't put it past him winning it the way he played. A little bit more green knowledge and maybe a little bit more experience, and he would have got to the final. But yeah, brilliant for Matty. We
obviously covered that yesterday. I think maybe it was one of those instances yesterday where you have to have a setback maybe at that point, early point in your senior career, maybe to learn from it. It won't do him any harm in the long run, but maybe last night, like you say, I'm hoping that his family were with him because it was a heck of a lead to sort of lose, wasn't it? But he may well learn from that experience.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes it's a learning curve, and he'll know in the next time he's in that position to play a different bowl than the one he played. It seemed easy to stand on the green and send one to beat a 6-yard ball, but the other peg was the way to play, and he'll know that next time.
Sure,
so
he
won't do him any harm.
He'll learn from it. Just before we go, I think you mentioned it in commentary. I think it'd be very, very nice if maybe we could give the event, the Mel Evans Trophy event, a bit of a plug as well, and maybe explain very quickly to the viewers what that's all about, and obviously the good cause that it's in aid of. And
yes.
Let's give it a good plug before we go.
It's on the 27th of October down at the Owley Wood Bowling Club down in Weaverham, near Weaverham, Cheshire. It's a Ryder Cup style event, so there's a team from the north, team from the south, 8 counties represented in each team, and they're playing off over various formats of the game: men's pairs, ladies pairs, mixed pairs, triples, ladies singles, and then it culminates with men's singles. And I can't remember how many they've got to win. I could work it out, but whoever wins by the most wins the day. And anything raised goes to the Mel Evans Foundation, which is for research into motor neuron disease. Should be a great day. There's all sorts happening, and get yourself down there. It starts about 10:30. Donation to get in. There's going to be a marvellous glossy programme for you to keep and collect, and yeah, be a brilliant day.
It sounds absolutely brilliant, doesn't it? And I really hope that everybody out there can get down and support it. It's obviously, it goes without saying that is a charity and an event that is so close to the heart of all of Crown Green bowling and the whole Crown Green bowling community. So we wish everybody involved with that the very best of luck. Guys, it's been a pleasure again. We've had a fantastic time. Not right now because it's absolutely chucking it down. It's freezing cold, but we've stayed here to talk to you guys. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage this year. We'll see you again next year. From all of us here at the Waterloo in Blackpool, it's bye-bye for now.
Cool.